Kroma amfa na hongono so mo ka che say ye free no o ma amfa na hongono so na oba obeka chem say me nkotua 5 cedis o mai ma yeti hwana na hoto no o mai ma okonya 5 cedis di akwa kotua akwa ye registration me nkunkura san me nyes ka kura nkoto bi na beka che me say me nkote 5 cedis fan ko registration ai recruitment for sika no mo ma nipa 500,000 ebetua sika na mo fa nipa 5,000 pe no balance na mo fa ko register sem no yati 8.4 billion akwa koto TV mo ko sika na ye fa ko ye sa no registration na me ameti mi ni bi temesro wa me number mo ye registration we ofrem na ama o testem na ama ma anya bi mi ni 5 cd da baby susu book kura mi ni bi ne menya 5 cd akwa ye registration ese mu ntu akoko for ka teachers for nurses for o mo ko fa sa 5 cd si no fa ko ye sa de no this for mo ni gu ase papa. Stop on academy. We won't register. Satam no e mintim se crazy nka ya why o baby ane nwai. Share. MPP for krom ka che say free kra no krom amfa na hongono so mo ka che say free no. O ma amfa na hongono so na oba obeka chem say me nkotua 5 cedis. O mai ma yeti hwana na hoto no o mai ma okonya 5 cedis di akwa kotua akwa ye registration. Me nkunkura san me nyes ka kura nkoto bi na beka che me say me nkote 5 cedis fan ko ye registration. Ai recruitment for sika no mo ma nipa 500,000 ebetua sika na mo fa nipa 5,000 pe no balance na mo fa ko register sem no yati 8.4 billion akwa koto TV mo ko sika na ye fa ko ye sa no registration na me ameti mi ni bi temesro wa me number mo ye registration we ofrem na ama o testem na ama ma anya bi mi ni 5 cd da baby susu book kura mi ni bi ne menya 5 cd akwa ye registration ese mu ntu akoko for ka teachers for nurses for o mo ko fa sa 5 cd si no fa ko ye sa de no this for mo ni gu ase papa.
Say yes, men's good for me.
Cocoa farmers are what Ghana ha. A bunny or to the one you want to enter the year. A bunny or to the where system will be play. A bunny who are from Musica be play. The Dame Panamaka there. Cocoa no mono. Cocoa bag Biela Abana Botton or Botton Wabuchi. Oh yes, Sika 9,800. Oh yeah, Ghana is Canada no more. 98 million Ghana cities. One bag. There's a 98 million cities. Ghana is a share of cocoa board in there. Or that ban Ocha the Miss Kevin Wabasa, Sochema Basa, no Wafakul, no the cocoa farm and woman a being. Then when my bunny ought to be only the West Italy, or no Wafa being, no one of cocoa farm and the way. It's cocoa about the Biela or the water and Koida ban on my cocoa farmer, 65 million Ghana cities. 65 million Ghana cities. Instead of my 65 million Ghana citizens, I buy one cocoa farmer or that 30 million. And that's extra 3,000 Ghana cities. And see, who 65 and one more 30 million. A better you in there. A bunny do I in there. Usika MPP, a ban wafa, oh yeah, bag Biela what 20 year, Usika 35 million. We're going to present the Gufado, Union Baumia, and the MPP ban, what we're going to want. Cocoa farmers are what Ghana ha. A bunny or to the one you want to enter the year. A bunny or to the where system will be play. A bunny who are from Musica be play. The Dame Panamaka there. Cocoa no mono. Cocoa bag Biela Abana Botton or Botton Wabuchi. Oh yes, Sika 9,800. Oh yeah, Ghana is Canada no more. 98 million Ghana cities. One bag. There's a 98 million cities. Ghana is a share of cocoa board in there. Or that ban Ocha the Miss Kevin Wabasa, Sochema Basa, no Wafakul, no the cocoa farm and woman a being. Then when my bunny ought to be only the West Italy, or no Wafa being, no one of cocoa farm and the way. It's you cocoa about the Biela or the water and Koida ban on my cocoa farmer, 65 million Ghana cities. 65 million Ghana cities. Instead of my 65 million Ghana citizens, I buy one cocoa farmer or that 30 million. And that's extra 3,000 Ghana cities. And see, who 65 and one more 30 million. A better you in there. A bunny do I in there. Usika MPP, a ban wafa, oh yeah, bag Biela what 20 year, Usika 35 million. We're going to present the Gufado, Union Baumia, and the MPP, a ban, what we're going to want.
Say yes, men's good for me. Say First Allied.
The MAHAMA car and run men's gold car.
They are all parts. You see, all financial institutions. No pretend this for you.
Oh, including men's gold.
Yes, of course. All of them. All those.
No, are you certain about that? No, details.
I am telling you, they are all parts.
Men's gold.
Wherever they are listening to me now, I am speaking in my capacity as communications officer of the party. All of them are covered under this promise. They will all be paid back
in 1 year.
Nothing that they be a men's gold. I said, and men's gold for will be with your one.
Oh, many people
Ghana for Ghana for what?
Something like
come on. Ebi kura no o ma penye kukwado award o de ko be man manam one pictures o ni ko twitwa ye na ma omunya adwuma ni mugidie bi o musika koto and let's atori enchema si no musika hia aban o wa abadaye disaster si o manfo obre ebi mu ahye mo ho akonfo ebi mu nya ho mojabro so dia nko na bro so 70 mintua
ba wonim say men's gold near MFI any financial institution in the right sense of the word
ni nyina ye ka no we mean it liberally o mu nyina amanfo sika sika na ka say yes men's gold for mo mireni say First Allied.
The MAHAMA car and run men's gold car.
They are all parts. You see, all financial institutions. No pretend this for you.
Oh, including men's gold.
Yes, of course. All of them. All those.
No, are you certain about that? No, details.
I am telling you, they are all parts.
Men's gold.
Wherever they are listening to me now, I am speaking in my capacity as communications officer of the party. All of them are covered under this promise. They will all be paid back
in 1 year.
Nothing that they be a men's gold. I said, and men's gold for will be with your one.
Oh, many people
Ghana for Ghana for what? Something like come on. Ebi kura no o ma penye kukwado award o de ko be man manam one pictures o ni ko twitwa ye na ma omunya adwuma ni mugidie bi o musika koto and let's atori enchema si no musika hia aban o wa abadaye disaster si o manfo obre ebi mu ahye mo ho akonfo ebi mu nya ho mojabro so dia nko na bro so 70 mintua
ba wonim say men's gold near MFI any financial institution in the right sense of the word
ni nyina ye ka no we mean it liberally o mu.
Coming up in this bulletin, Conference of Heads of Assisted Secondary Schools, known as CHAS, warns senior high school across the country face a possible shutdown by close of Monday if urgent funding and food supply issues are not resolved.
Already the schools are in crisis. We cannot credit any item, any perishable to feed the students. And if this issue is not resolved by Monday, I'm afraid we may have to ask for permission to let the students go.
Also in this bulletin,
Addo, free SHS. You're John Dramani MAHAMA. Do so. I saw the 24-hour economy back. Who Brazil light for 12 hours cry now to me. Light for 12 hours. Now who to me light for 12 hours. And then wait to be a 24-hour economy. Masana danu mbabe segana misamo. Ye probi adwuma na ya sase no obetumi atoa so no de bi eba be ka ho. Agenda 111 what agenda 111. If you know it's in your agenda 11 eye mama bedi say Muhammadu Bawumia. Addo, free SHS. You're John Dramani MAHAMA. Do so. I saw the 24-hour economy back. Who Brazil light for 12 hours cry now to me. Light for 12 hours. Now who to me light for 12 hours. And then wait to be a 24-hour economy. Masana danu mbabe segana misamo. Ye probi adwuma na ya sase no obetumi atoa so no de bi eba be ka ho. Agenda 111 what agenda 111. If you know it's in your agenda 11 eye mama bedi say Muhammadu Bawumia.
Papa Kufuado braso na ye cashew start to say eba na 1 kilo you turn 25 cedis. 25 cedis yo ukofia unya bidi udidi ma wo medidi nya bitafre wonsa ma hodwo ma won kamera kora ba tin wa ba twepia ni se kakra udidi nna so de wofrafo ma ba wonsa guti ebue wa kwa kahwe wa wure kura wa wure kahwe hede ama won sika san na wade ama wo nna wo kwa dia 10 cedis ade ya 8 cedis ade ya 9 cedis wotun tombe wontima woni di peke wontima ni di peke Sansa, ever pack for the Yahono, Cashew, or Biamma Bia, Timber Toby, Lady, who is a better to work about in the toe. Savanum never toe. Oh, what kind of event, yes, here. Lady, I couldn't cry better than I was a Kufado, and I never told you who want to know your okay. Who want to talk with one of my Sabra Kufado, better pay Wayanda. Who fought about a Kufado, but if you claim me Wayanda.
All right. Abusia, me mamuni na ha me mamo akwaba edeba political zone so about 12:22 p.m. waha. Na just about 4:22. No, sorry, 4:20 ewo Ghana. Me chiamuni na mamo akwaba deba another excellent beginning of a week. I hope say week we know they are osre nyame fokwesiada. Oko mpaye oko nyame anim dia osre no for no ode bema for some strange reason fiti endra na dwobeye amachino to be precise around 2 abesin me nim dia atome yi me enkatenkwan bi amekodi ye I mean nim as a my week be like me body endra dia na enye easy mama na dwono kra na so adwuma nti yes, say we yari won yari wo beko unless say ya no okasa emma na yankasa na ye won kwa the tremada bodwema mojedi emafrusan ne de definitely ye beba na ya be ye adwuma e de ama osunu kokroko amanyoku no mesre mo say mo am follow me on TikTok ya me post to short videos be edited to ho mesre mo ni de mo say mo bebo moden na mo atumi how do you call it my like na mweja comment wa say uhwebia me de beto me story so emuhu a eya mon pushi mon repost to munja comment so na intime mo page na page no enyini na adwuma esi ani so a ye pese ye no yemfanye na ye party MPP na me ya adoma 2029 Yamefa Ghana enko baby SS Ghana eko obi se di baumia ho dance ye Poalugu Dam to Cape Coast Harbor. Didi, I will advise you to first go and find out about Poalugu Dam, then find out what Baumia actually said. If it is a harbor, then you go to Elmina, you find a harbor. Why? And Elmina is just what 3 minutes or let's say 10 minutes away from Cape Coast. So I don't know. The amount of pretentious illiteracies are a war NDC and Amagana into me. Me sometimes I still try to understand, say, okay, other party, but nyansa, adia ye and kase some party wa but se me ni wa b a trace wu ni nyansa. What you say ye enanka sebium prediasa ekoye say Sadana say play your audio video. You Sadana matodi and then we will see if we can play it. You know, ye nanka yamfane say NDC4 sebi baby ye be different be e dey asesa won kran for no abrabo mu anka no you okay. But unfortunately and the politics no aba in a level where say ade no emwa me but me party nti mekata mani na makakeka dia I mean like it's crazy now. So you better also sister Dana and then sanyum ne yammo ana obia o person who menyum bia o YouTube go obo slim flex e go you'll be able to why na and the yen stick away no to the politics no. Why? Okay. Now, we have been shortchanged, and I say, "Yabuya frakadam." Na ende me pese me fa akwanya we so. Edida minya nkopon ase life of His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo. I really, really thank God for Nana Addo's life because Nana Addo has been nothing but a blessing to this country called Ghana. Say, enye politics bi keke na ye na ye pese ye de nokre ekasa. Minua ba ma wo hwe mo sa platform yi so sa bre. Ensem bibre na omo kafa Nana Addo so. Omo kafa na ho de ayitwa to ne so. Ebi asa time no na yebu afu bibi nti ne yegidi ye. But ende kanokre ka unya me so nokre. Eniama dodo sen na NDC for position. Omo candidate a Nana Addo ene na banya ene ba ya abeye different. And troben no mu twade to ye so ma party ne ho ye tan a ene omo ba ye ababeye abatros akom komu. Down there in we can do politics. There's nothing wrong with it. Say politics, you know. The only part you would not get me kwesiapia doing politics is seeing something that can help the masses or obi pes or stop. That one I can do politics. That is when I get into my vow position. Madam Nana Addo ase. And there nyankopon abetpa entoma tuntumu a omede kata na dwuma ho. Amen Ghana wofo nankasa fili bi se enye bronsam na ajejew ama wakoto aba nyansan nimu a aban na enye papa no owo ho no aban na nye na ombako school a omudidi enkoda yuko school a omudidi tieni yipa enkoda nuko school a omudidi yesi aduane na yede mom no ye kraman kra ni enu nti famebra na memmeto odwan sere apontiti ema wo ba a oko free education na onko didi na wakofa saa aban papa na ba na uye Ghana ni anyameti wo mu na nyansa ye free ni nyansa bi da wutirim aban papa na ba be ka kire wo se ontumi mfidi wo ba na aban papa no wo ba ye no enkrama ya duane na aban dada ne de ma wo ma emomudi a wo monyare a wo musua ade etumi ba no wo mutua pass de eco school ba de bi a wo hu o ma na o mo afuna atotoi san krama ya duane nipo no John Mahama ntumi nya bi emfa ma wo bendi wo SHS ye ka kire mo we anya politics o ye ka kire mo ye tena ye pages and ye ka kire mo. Said John Mahama would only have 4 years. On to me, find anything significant to change your present situation. Entian kamube to me, a mama yen do songo fa kunen chehuro. That Ghana I'm fan into my penfra. And the galam say now Ujina so doko to aba ebuaka usin. Uti, se galam say nti, and now ma okoto aba, and the omama nebu abo. The president himself nankasa kachere who said ono ankasa na bang no ane big boys and a yegalam saying this is not me saying, this is John Mahama saying se cathedral ehun abufuo ena wugina aso a sebio mprediasa o de koto abediti a MPP a ene cathedral no John Mahama said problem be any hu Attorney General of the whole country so say problem be any home. Inti the cathedral na odi hu abufu koto aba. Me patro won say wakoto aba egu. Aban bone no. Na odi niama kodwa so ayeto. Ene edwadifo say wo de ade kodwa so ayento. Na ubi sankrofo ne sa ade nti na de ade kodwa so ayento. Omo si sika ni o ma enim, sika nim. But say obi monthly salary beba. President bi ni nebusuafo omusika beba no mo edinti no. Omusi ye meka nkyere wo say, wo a wo ton wo brode ye ton wo kwadu a wo di kodwa so a ye nto no. Enya no kure ye to wo niam ntika wa no tum. Na dollar aba fom. Chale, ye niam bi o. Ye de the politics NDC MPP me na me ba ye manim be Kufuadu Mahame agrogros aye mine ye say no. Cause me some of the arguments na me say. Arguments ye ne Ghana for ama ye ho kwan ma NDC for a ekeka nsem bebre. Edibedi to me and ne kwan ya mama mo fa so de ye no. Mobo. Na Obetron kon a opese how to put things together no. Now crofobisi na menchen ya tie ho ya prese yempewe. Me pacho member NDC for so. Na me pese answer na member NDC for so no. Me ka bibi kakra me man crofobi publication kakra. You say from the base. The base. You. Ghana a multi-political country. You know, obi a feel say obi be political party be a so long as our own name as way. Now, Ghana for me person ye tie bibi. Me mamu just a brief history be. Now me dia kamasema about this the base issue. And then I'll move on. Ebrebi etwem. Kwame Nkrumah bedi yeso as president. Regardless of the Nkrumah ye positive, negative ni na no. Edu baby no ye pamo Nkrumah edifri ho. Soja aban by. Now, one of the things that soja aban the bar Ghana. Mutumi bedi so say. We no go sit down, make them cheaters every day. We no go sit down, make them cheaters every day. Yen tena se momun sisi yen. The soja aban de be she utrim no. Soja aban chira we say politicians na sisi yen ya nti sisi no omo ba said the be ya obi nye den embassy so. A soja for aban e ba ye ni nara. Me kana ha authority ko your research na fabra na fa be face me. Apart from a champon, head of state a champon. One way be cool ni na will be a mobra, including Jerry John Rawlings. Tieni pa. Me say, one way be cool, Ghana say, yen tu aban gu no mombra no, Utie. One ye be cool say yen tu aban gu na ta say be omo ba, ai ohia ni sikani ebe ye pe no. Apart from a champon, utumi see state house and be state institutions be no, and kaifoni ni na mebobra papa bia. Enunti se obi ba beton political message amount. Na oni pa kona ba no be ka tro se oye neutral ogina mfimfin a me pa cho boa. Mentie no enye no kre. Member political history. Se wo ko parliament bia wo wiase bia na se there are independent candidates atieniye. For the independent candidate to have a voice in order for it to make sense, he must always add his votes to one house, to one major political party. Every independent, Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, they are independent. They are independent with senators. But they align with one. And Untigana near would see me. I would know my Ghana politician be or beba dream if you say or no outsider or your third force to be or your chrome for or bedada or cra or baby we are working no what say nyan send him cause enya juma. Same way, Makasa, Alan Tramantite, no homemaker, same way, Tramoa, Yeninaya election, you would see. There is no way an NDC person will go and see Addo Forson, will go and see Julius Debra, will go and see Sabi Ketia on a ballot paper and decide to say, Okoto Obama cheddar. It's never true. If anybody does that, the percentage of that will do that to end because Obia on the party, Obia gen ideology. That is why countries are run on ideologies. Ghana ya dwene afua mo bi se sebi empenifo na wieska entifa mebra me de o de meba me wieska oba wo de wan na ebe ye se adwuma no independent candidates ben osi ono and now third force ben osi ono obebe win main election abebe nya parliament de aye adwuma parliamentarian ben o de koye se adwuma no adena muma ya nyene kakra kra sa MPP for Ghana for Adena muma ya nyene kakra kra sa na de bia ye se ko ye nimu a na mama ntumtum bi iso grosro bi de wo munkura se sem bia be fam na then we have to stop the good thing and go pay attention to nonsense. What are we doing to this country? Me say any political party biara, for you to have any impact, not only must you have the presidency, you must have also what? The parliament. Because their president in the person will be a sort of parliament. Even when you win an independent seat, you form a caucus with one, either team A or team B. You are not in isolation. Why are we doing this? You are not in isolation. You have to work with the caucus. And with the politician, be able to catch you say, Sabio, or no dear, or you're independent, MPP for your crown for, NDC for your crown for, or no nanya crown for, or your crown for touch your mobile and some pamono. Or your dada formula, tunia or tutuni pantem, divide and conquer rule. Well, who's an animal grass or conform now, no compass to a conformity, or pen 1 year, 1 hour, general form 1 woman in that champion anymore. Man, of crime and in real. I'm speaking with sense, not emotions. Yeah, call for me now, you're independent, Independent and about for me now. Or no question to me go to here. Didn't you always have to align with the you said the MPP? Yeah, bra A+. Owini here. Which caucus does he work with in parliament? It's not the NDC caucus. He's working with the NDC caucus. So why would you sit down for some lunatic to come and tell you say, or no got the third force, no more dear, your papa, now sabi MPP ni NDC here, and then Mr. MPP from Vancha, I mean defend the NDC Kakrawa, neighbor. A band party NDC, and yet the Oma Yeninani no correct. But there are certain things here they've been able to do. You and I cannot deny. The Osi or no be independent or no na ejene Ghana hono. Often the record to NDC for record. NDC took care of this country from 1992. Meboa. 1992 to 2000. Eja to Ghana. E comedy idea but eja to Ghana. Into omo track record. And then you person measure NDC. You bet to nafa. Jerry John Rollins, the Oye and the Papa, the Awanya and the Papa, say Melsia, the Oye and the Papa, Mahama, the Oye and the Papa, the Awanya and the Papa. But in California, almost Ghana chain NDC MPP. What is their track record? I'm a track record here. Ghana for Miss Remo, baby, a Ghana economy. Young for Ghana, man, media grow. Messi politician be obeka to so ye neutral bia wo ye krom 4 pound no boa. Politician bia want to stand. And there is no independent TNA. There is no third force that is going to be able to win an election in Ghana for the next 50 years. Forget it. No third force is coming nowhere. America, the great America. Democrat in you, Republican in you. Wouldn't how many big parties we have in America? that cannot even fetch 50 seats, cannot even fetch 2 seats in parliament. Mo be ya no mo di we so abeda adamo. Na about to say John Mahama dey ya out fan we. Na all politicians are the same. Kura me one ma wadwini anya adwuma na ma aboa bi e do ko di iska free penny ho. We be a channel and the base. Who be saying the base nene there or say both NDC and MPP ni na anye enti yampe businessman o me rabacho Ghana ye business. Nyansa no mo me man nye adwuma. Ghana nye business. You cannot run a country like a business. It is not true. Obi obeka sa asem na chobia o ye bayifo won pe wiye, won poor mine ye. Because on mine, and how many inventory do we have? Utie. On mine, and how many pepacho tiro na car he, aka 6. Last week ye ton 7. This year munto 2 nka ho. Bob no de he na ase. Hona any monya order. Pepacho paint na ba. Paint na papa ne say or the beba next week. It is kana ya he 3 cedi em fa mepacho there be. Munya say dimi no. Eno nyamamuo. Utie. Enyamamuo. And or you good businessman. Obi or you good businessman a bit me around Ghana. How many businessmen are successful president? Catch me. Country ben I say, oh, country where the obeti you know your businessman or buy your chrome one in any business. And Crawford be say Ghana for about the politics I had more and they are using that to their advantage. Mama my mom kwai. And Crawford be say about real politics here. The way Ghanaians even choose for leadership, they don't understand. It is minimum way, bra way a baby, na mempa boate or so mame, papa way you say that is what we are doing with politics. There is no independent, there is no third force. You will win election in Ghana. NDC will forever be NDC, MPP will forever be MPP. What we the citizens have to worry about, then they say, no, why didn't Yama ba Emma or mine you call ye? Now yet to me, Bob baby, I want ye, no woman ye. All of a sudden, Ghana for our binds don't work no more. What are we doing? Mr. America, America. We don't know how many political parties are America. We don't know how many. Some of them cannot even win in their own state. Their own state crown to me winning. Or say bemu keke. Or be say bem or say bemu keke. E dia say wo da tianka ban papa bi to me dia brel. And I know he said ye nam ho. Oh, MPP di Alan. Oh, MPP di Alan. Oh, Alan. Oh, Alan abane di Asante vote ni di yenini kochem. Alan ni kochem. Yeni a yeni munyansa kakra na ye che ya papa Alan tenas ne ka chen se daddy. Omo ye opien hopes na do ye no no ono. O se adwuma opeso ya ne say Director of Operations Presidency. I didn't hear Lord come in yes cap and also person position no. Ne de ano no. So many moves na do ye. Now or madam for back then. I can't call him a friend now. No, because ne niama why you interest or ya down for. Do you understand me? Hopes na do ye so or no. Or call Jubilee House who say Lord come odidi pa no ye Director of Operations. I will Jubilee House into the no super say aban or the nebeba or this position nebema. If you listen to these people, they will push you and you will destroy your political career. First, and then no man can change. Cash for the cash and job for the boys. Meboa. Cash. Now, when it mattered the most, and Crawford no mo ye a party mo fam Alan and Crawford penasem ye koyo ma to abeti ano. Yes, a party for na share you no problem. Yes, what the Alan buy ye beto abama mo yo yate. Alan kote no ho a enkrofo na ese wo mo beto aba ma Alan no yanto aba ma Alan no Alan ekofa GTP 10-point agenda GTP say obepempam de asegana ena me no ka say se wo fa Alan Chiremante na nkasa ne director wa hwan hopes na doye na ubisa no say omo manifesto omo de ba ye on kan 10-point agenda no emu mi ensa nkyere wa on kai onim ena ye tuwe obi mama me say Alan Chiremante ye de na no so ekwan be na no so be fa so e de abi adwuma kan ma me ye ntumi nkan nkyere yankai yeah Alan oh Alan chief Alan chief yeah den Alan sa ma ye koto aba abrantie bi se wono no se ni Yehowa ebie nani na ne magic ya wanya no epo na nyankopon nim na odi ogbo soro ne asase onim die nti a wode apoto nkran na onim die nti a wode lake to Kumase na onim die nti a wode lake to Eastern region ne ade no abrantie ne so ono ni nyansa ne se wanye ska ma agbo ne dam enti oni nyame be ye pe wo be twe apo e de afiri nkran e de akokumase epo aya twe afiri nkran de akokumase kura to minya vote chi Alan Chiremante 10 GTP no meboa Alan Chiremante nya 31,000 the whole country. You people don't even understand politics, so and that is why these politicians will keep doing this to us. Politicians, somebody say, yeah, until the Ghanaian voter begins to open their eyes and their minds as to why they vote, they will be doing this to us all the time. Allah na near say MPP for now kwa MPP for the call o free MPP egu okoya abrantie bia wo so no oba wiase no ensenkyerene no ye friend na na bedi akon wo so obetwepo e dia frinkran e dia kokumase wo da se ni didi ye koto abaten Alan Chiremante onya 84,000 over 30 million people going to vote. Alan Chiremante nya 31,000. Anomabo onu ane ma mi krom olusui. Utie anomabo onu ane ma mi krom olusui. Asante mantem olusui. Inti ade akura na beba wanim ebeba wadwunum se nya beye ni abro bi na wo pese wudi ase o kote party bi di abeje Ghana. Oko kan no ma say that is ade no oh yeah de ye ba ma obi a Ghana first me pacho sa Ghana first no so oh yeah MPP communicator me ma tools me anyway e be ebeboa in your communication say I say Ghana first me boa na se utie omo Ghana first argument na omo pa chere say ye di bibia ama foreigners na de na Ghana for say ye na fire adwuma me say Ghana na bidu kanen ni ade right now the question is what is a national first policy like in a country like Ghana? And I would always use the greatest nation in the world, America, as an example. America for nkano krenchiro. Omo mo America na bibiri nkano krenchiro. But it's a juma ho eden wa America. Tini yipa. A juma sem eden wa America. Yes, ubeni bia ye ne ade, but a juma sem eden wa America. America for amomo ye mo nan for mo nkano krenchiro, but America eden as compared to previously. Adentia. Yet to adie bi so mutrim say America then first. And now omure free say America is not an island and therefore it will need to connect with other nations in order to develop. But you to me to to America for trim say obiba no be pamo wo anya America for di na America for di na ebenya adwuma ye ene Trump ba ye ice for chichi pa America for di na anya adwuma ye ni bisa. Because the truth is, a Juma now no immigrants in the bay no American ya kata boy. Oh no. Tieniye. And a Ghana first, Jimiana, Muma, for that, and Ghana first. There is nothing like a country first, and you know, no country is an island. You would need somebody in order to operate. It is fact. It is natural fact. Mr. America phone can Ukraine chamber and America do some ding. Let me give you a typical example. I live in Canada. From Niagara Falls to America, it's just 1 hour. 1 hour, 30 minutes. No way do. 1 hour, 30 minutes. No way do America. Most of American companies are Canada. Omuye Juma. A produce nyama. Edekwa America. Now America economy a boost. Trump started to on Canada, on Mexico, on guess what happens? Companies here work Canada ha. No more American owned and most of them have to shut down. Why? Because baby in cotton. You cannot sell American product on Canadian market because of the nonsense that was going on. America first now Trump can you know. And yes, what they be paid Juma mobile. And ultimately, bisa say, in the base, Ghana first. What would the Ghana first manifesto look like? What would the Ghana first data look like? Oh, so say there's a better Juma, you better Ghana phone in their drum and son, the Juma Mobi, I Mobi. And then they say, yeah, you better time a Ghana phone in and son, I dear ABO before friend. How can that even be possible? Especially a country like Ghana, where you rely on other international bodies, friends of Ghana, and all those things in order for you to run your country. 2, where is the capacity to run a Ghana first agenda? Okay, Ghana first agenda, Bakunie. Hey, ye koko no yan fan komomo, ya ye koko, and then I'm going to all the cocoa processing companies and as cocoa processing companies here what Ghana and how many of them are even been able to feed with beans to even produce? To just feed Ghana, keke. Just to feed Ghana, let alone to transport some abroad. Charlie, you drink ni from sa. Munya is there. Ghanaians are not that shallow. Fanny say, Ghana first. They say cocoa room for okay. What are the factories which are going to be established? So okay. So let's say me person Ghana say yeah for you cocoa okay. Into your bed. You basically factories in Ghana. How long does it take to build one factory? What is the term of each government? 4 years. After 4 years, you pay about 12, right? In that 4 year span, you know, how many of those chocolate factories are going to be built? How many of those chocolate factories or those cocoa processing factories are going to be built? Enunti, bet me Ghana, process all of its cocoa products. Now let's talk about the mechanics. Young fan say something like security. What would the Ghana First Security Manifesto look like? Are you still going to rely on your international friends and allies for intelligence? And I'm going to say, and also come and move. Modern say, I'm going to say, you done it than a dawadawani idea. You know. Yeah, I'm going to say, I am tomatoes, I tomato factory there. So tomato factory, ni bet me aye juma. I'm an producer. You need security, and security is not a Ghana first thing. There's nothing like Ghana first security because you live in a sub-region. And your intelligence must be related. You guys must share data in order for you to govern the sub-region. Now, I mean, be that. Say, we are coming with a party, and the party is called Ghana First. The base. Ghana First. Now, when him be a one was I deal with him. I'm dear today. One more dear tre the base ni na no NDC for the be about 2 more. Mama dia ato NDC for no. Mama dia ato NDC for no. Ya wa haseri. Don. Ena NDC for ko pam nkrofo firi o ma adwumam. Se o ma ban na abenti ya ma mo kwan na se be o mo meye adwuma mebo a. Me pa to do eche na de na ba. O mo se den, o mo se o mu ni den. O mu ni certificate. As though me chia Madina mini NDC as though ni. Tieni you. NDC for menantie. Eye val campaign gidi yampene wan ye. O ma bye. Afei eduru se yeden krofo kwa adwumam, yemfa krofo adwumam. Kofa wo receipt ana wo certificate bra. NDC for boys ni bia afei o ma start iso. And I we campaign no man ka certificate ye wie ye de mo certificate that there be o na na yesi ko free education na nkenya certificate ni bia wo se wo mpe na obehye tie dia propaganda no na wo dwene say John Mahama ebeba abefa we free edu krom wo say wo ni ye hu say wo bo MPP for aso trop enti bra be den chief executive officer sa na ye and now you decide na dada will say, oh, we will be a won't go school crana. Yeah, there's the base there. So one go school. So see, I would Jimmy, I would the base there, chief. Say base about power crania cast a cocoa board. I'll bet my juma. The base now with the trino. Yamia Dumumpona, the base need to me baby papa. Who say executives for one car. Obey your poster boy, mon confirm from posters, monem phone call CNN idea. That is all you will do. We base and emrim. The John Mahama no more de ye gan name the ye 3 musician ye. I think ye can't say a coffee coffee quarantine. I had a gun one when I abo man, ye the base. Ye chance Canadian Japan, Rebecca say, I'm going to lead the base. Group wa any just say any founder, any BBA. Group wa afen ne ye say papa bi bese sana dwene free MPP ho na wa be fa. Ono na apesa wo de wa dwene wa ho odin usika ekodi nachi. Adan busumi be na ye wu mu. Adan na mumma ni penny ye ne yasa like Ghana for why are we doing this to our country Ghana? Mimi nim say nkosi ba bia. Kofi Granting was started as all your independence eh de. Maybe so ne. Enye ne. Edia na Kofi Granting to me submitted to parliament say monji way as make Kofi Granting my contribution to rule this country. Ebi ni ho. But woman who say masses ni na we are driven by emotions. Oh man yade oh we no do man say no oh we no kai oh man tumi anye ni ye ya na ye ba ye be ni say that I don't get it. Okay so okay Kofi Abrante the founder is George Otibonsu. Okay so he made a party that don't have a flag bearer or leader going into an election which has 2 years to come. Because per mo ankasa mo nsemo amoka no afi na sila amugu so e kasa so nipa na amo presume so be mu leader na beba be mu leader Kofi Nyansen nim mo me nja ejimi no Kofi hwe ye betumi ama ye bu afu na obi pra o MPP mu obi ama we ndidi obi block we dey fine we can have all of that. But to tell me say take a party called the Base as a stance, you see our founder Otibonsu. Who is Otibonsu? Somebody that was from MPP. Who is Otibonsu? Somebody who is a friend of Honorable Kennedy Japan. Okay, fine. So Otibonsu is now coming, and then what? They are now trying to work to see how Mr. Kennedy will say, okay, unimibi, me free MPP, namabeje. Adiena NCP no. Minjai party na SCP no ho. Media DNA NCP no. Now momoko election at 20,000 per munya. The kame papa nine. And 20th moment. Now me empire and say ma she demo ama boa me bon empire say nyame beti on peso tie. But say nyame tie me anke be me de. Nke nyame ma Kennedy Japan akokuduro. Now one day on sorry. Now on cast say there was steady visibility ni bibia wa ye ready. Opese oko lead the base. Kebe me de pa. Kebe me dama. Kebe me de. Because now we can have an opponent. Uti. Now we can have an opponent. And me pacho mindi ubi atemu waha. Misreu. Kejima. Misreu. Me midi ubi atemu waha. Sa mo lie na mo de beba. Pages ya CBD sans me ni ubi atemu waha. Me say ade a what say yate party ake 2 years ye ko election. Yate party. 1 year te party ni se party ni de yate o. Na afa na ye ni obi ko kasa se o medi yanim. Hello. Until what if say at the end of the day, mu pushi na papa ne say as a matter of fact say politics cra on pe mu be wa then what? No, maybe some sense you guys are smarter than since I'm very foolish. Since I'm very, very foolish, yeah, I'm very, very foolish. Mon fan say, the base, power, the base, Ghana first, the base, here to stay, the base, you. Now, Unipana Mosemonene, Casaso, Bessana General. Or decided, say, you know what? MPPU, the base, you make politics cram in person, may be made, now baby, I shall remember, no matter businesses. What becomes of the base then? Because in saying my film won't be free ban, and I want to say I'm more than Yansen. I see Unimu watching now. Meda Siminia Unimu now watching now. Mama yet chipping $100. Otibon Sukroya no better than ye be catch say Samira Bawumia me yabuni dan yagu meboa wa meka no ha Samira me yabuni dan yagu ena Samira me yabuni dan yagu yankofa ho evidence mro enenne after the dia wa fa MPP ho edidi ni na no dia MPP de boa no obeyusu e de akwatia MPP. We MPP need in our say the base never says Ghana. What do you need Juma? I'm sorry. I don't know what said that's a woman in Juma. I don't know what said them make you say you are not going to let the brain work. What is the base? Maybe someone say what will it be like? So now Ghana, okay, into where are the factories? Factories kakra wo hono kura no yam pe power emmom kura nya aduma kura no yam fixing ye. And you are going to let somebody come and lie to you say in 4 years now all day man is so family president no over 60 factories nya dia wo Ghana be done industrialized in 4 years. How do you believe that as a reasonable human being say somebody, because no government is giving 8 years there be. You get your 4 years. If they like you, you continue. To establish a factory, it is not a 1 month job. Feasibility studies, the land itself, and the thing that has to go into it, the raw materials. All these things don't take 4 years. It does not take 4 years. Then you come and sit here and cry again and say all politicians are bad. I don't know my sweat things are Ghana for. You could this uncle can we did the way we yes can you did the check of before we the about power and then Ghana ye who you want Ghana ye who you want. Mubama ya pe kwanya ye be pe kwan dia mobilize ya ho no muna we be ka say where the base where the UP where the one all because or the bonu no bi ase ni tirim or the bonu no bi ase na adwunu so opese odidi bonu na yeden and they are MPP and winning getting that opposition the part of who are we the base in no kota they are almost somehow because we the base in Yana. I can't say Brebedeza I can't say Adia Samu base for no more yana dear me Ghana for Adjun and mentioned Antiasio. NDC has an ideology that they run with. MPP has the same that they run with. You need parliamentarians, you need parliament. When the bet say the base we need presidency, we need parliamentarians, our MPP, any NDC are the longest serving political parties in Ghana. And you think say NDC will abandon their mission and come and support you? I would say the base are like how? MPP would abandon the MPP ideology and say, Obisa Ghana first, you know, make to abana our parliament to come and make a Ghana first. Like how? Hey, Nancy Ghana did that, then in an know from sir. No, seriously. That I did not say Nana Ghana for your genetiana. Obia sorry ne me party ama me bu afu me party ama me ni and decide me kote no yes and ye na ekoto abama how me party ama me contract and now we decide me ma kote me ho hello and I made me a neutral and ne NDC aban ba yi kwesi prat no ye nya ba bi for mo nhye huh? Yenya baby informal to say ana. Mama yema ya dwene nya adwuma. Me say politician bi obeka kire us or Ghana first bi awoye kronfo. There is nothing like Ghana first, especially where we come from. Because let's say you want to run a Ghana first health sector. How is it going to look like? A Ghana first agri sector. Okay, so what? Okay, so a Ghana first agri sector, we are going to grow crops in Ghana, and then what? Since it's Ghana first, we would have to make them into a finished product, or how? Ghanaians won't need anything from the outside world. Hey, tell it, eat fresh. Ghana, for more understanding about politics, are very dangerous. And you're very dangerous. And one shot development called development will never find this country called Ghana. It is all about emotions, feelings. Because, Daddy, Nana Akufo-Addo, Okofa, one district, one factory by. We saw the backlash with the effort and monies and things that you do go move from the first instance, you know. Second instance, NDC for buyer, Sebu, say they are not going to continue. You know, Omama is coming and finding and kainin in Ankao. And you think it will take 6 months to build factories? So you sit here and tell me, Semi Momi, you're confused. You are an idiot. I know you want me to mention your name, but I won't give you that relevance. You are watching on YouTube. You are an idiot. You are the one who is so fucking confused that you believe that there is something called Ghana First. Ghana First. What is the case of America First? I've given you instances that it doesn't work. And America for the Juma yana. Nibisao. Yeah, the America First by an American Indian Juma. It's like sometimes I wonder how these people behave. Anyways, moi mo pese mu follow no mutumi ko follow. But se mu ko follow wie, na de amo pese mu nya no mu anya. Eya amamo mfa Ghana fo ni na mefra, any politicians ni na mefra. Eya wo na wa ma wadwuna anya adwuma na wogidi yi say, yesi efre bibi the base. Now, ono ye Ghana first. Ono ye Ghana first. Johnny King Williams, I will tell you to not even go there. When you talk about insults, I don't think you have the right to talk about insult if you were in that place. Or you were not here when others were being bastardized left, right, center. Get serious. Okay. Anyways, idiots like the guy I'm talking about would never have sense. So very soon I'll be blocking him off the page if he keeps talking crazy and stupid like his face is. I'm here for business and not for this type of nonsense. If you sit there and tell me, say, Obisa Wakoti party, Brabidi HD, party na Wakoti na, Unipa no pesu Ubidi party nenimo. Afe ni yanene kasa atweso Unipa kona jone besesa. So I do ye Juma. Where Jimmy? You're not in your politics. Yeah? Me waka. Me kuta driver. Mami. Me waka, me kuta driver. Tio. Me say, my pamo driver no. Driver beba be drive ni di afe na me ne kasa ahwe so be ya come de me hieska edi bi atwa me ba car ni si ho ba me ni driver. Or driver, air driver car na dada. Some of you that the least said about you the better. Okay. Yeah, we in the no. Okay, 1 hour good. Young call into voices. They say yeah, the voices need be and come up. First one, I'm a person make okay. First one, I'm a person me did to I don't want this one. Canada, Ontario, ha meti. Assembly sia koso den enya grokra. Assembly na si ma many YouTube for den share, and then from there are related to Ghana. Okay. This is Canada. Wow, Toronto be a TV station and friend is CP24. Okay. A TV station called CP24. Tap on the screen and share. Let's get serious. Okay. So Ocean screen is what I say. Province spends 28.9 million Canadian dollars on private jet for Premier Ford's travel. Into Ontario, ha ye wono. Ye Premier or Diano, and I think I say Ontario president. Ontario ha ye Premier and I ye president or Diano. Or the private jet TBA to coin. I mean now cover big problem. Eddie about Queen's Park. Omokan one sem sabri ya make us say 28.9 million on private jet for Premier's travels. Now, so ushe the way ya omudin komona. Others are pushing say NSSA ni ebe spend the anen ye tobi kranke ye. Others are also defending it say good because of the year Juma Edema country, no. And I say Edema province, no. Picture Kagana na sa headline we be told say Nana Akufo-Addo has spent $28 million at their rented airline. Picture what the headlines would have been in all the media houses. Seriously. Anyways. Now let's relate it to Ghana. Yawahanomo and Uncle for Ebeka Chere say Papa Ibrahim MAHAMA. They say Niniana ba no. Ye de Addo gold mines fail said the man. Ibi say ye no kre enye no kre and I throw ye chatone so and I did ene. Nana Akufo-Addo na wo ye kromfo. Nana Akufo-Addo na we be wia Ghana ejapade one ne ma ene na busuafo abefa Ghana ejapade ni na enu nti atro ho book ejapade no. Se ye kose ye nkwohwe na busuam dia owo mining concession 1 acre kura ye nya bi. Chale mo di boni o. Me say asem me nyai ka o. Mo di your time bi asem mo di aboga na bro na we will pay bitterly for what we have done. I'm telling you. And I'm not gonna say it. I dare any NDC person, including John Mahama, including the current Minerals Commission. Omunfa Ekufuadu busuani a okuta any mining lease and I say okuta mining concession e Ghana sabre omunfa ne mre ye ne ehwe. Nanso yetena asema obi a opese oba aban mu keke be wiade. Oba aban mu keke abe bokro no. Eka kire ye say na Ekufuadu asesa gold ni na ntina na ado the gold ni na magado kire da kwa ye den Ibrahim ama beji gold no. So one part say, yeah, papa nanado, or the Ghana goodie ni bibia the man abusuafo say family and friends say omoka na. The Ibrahim Mahama kura the nanado anya na. Eno de na nkan japade book no ho ana. No, we will pay. Some kwastia vote we kura de se nyankopon amana nhye Ghana fo na nyame onye nyame. Ese se nyankopon ma Ghana fo bre, ese se wo mo bre, wo mu twitwa wo mo message so wie, wo mo de wo mo makosia wowa. Eton wo mo ho na mo de adidi. Cause mo nipa bone dodo. Ghana fo trimu oden dodo. Ghana fo mo nkai kra dodo. Aden. Akani konya mining concession pe oya galamsey ena galamsey aigbeni kwakoye bidi ada bi o onye galamsey adentia aigbeni we di otu gold na se oba komini fridge a odini betu kwa me yekoyi fridge na free niyem. What are we doing? Akani na egudie ni se na asase so na yesi wonu de ontumi ntubi o. But the onya akani ni de wonu no otu gold ni bi eye because otu gold ya or the beba betu to private jet e de amagana for the ambulance. And then me say I dare any NDC person I will show me was app you so ne. We need to me I will show me say. Na Ekufuadu abusuani bia munim so wo concession mo fa ni dimra. Jimmy na mo Jimmy. Utie. Se ope party a akwasi ampafo awo mu do so a sebe NDC. Yemfa nyansa nyene. Yede yakoma nko a ene yede dwene. Monim de ntia. Amenka masembi. Ebrebi ebetwem. Na aban bi pese oye free education. Policy bia won the ups and downs. So we nim nyansa nko ade a policy bia won the ups and downs. Aban bi say or the free education eba. Aban bi say enye possible. Onyame ya adom ema ye start say ye free education. Ye start free education. Omo ka kire say ye ni school dan a ye de be free education. Enti ni kwa say ye free education. Aban no nyansa no na Addo na ne nyansa aboro NDC fo ni na nyansa so no. Also there be MAHAMA started something called e-blocks. Sa e-blocks, no, what can we do to help us in our free education delivery? Osi no as day schools, but you bet me done in a boarding house. Na ya trim na enkwada no more etumi anya biako. Na Addo yema obia. And I would always cite this example. Tai Osudoku agenda, e-blocks are MAHAMA see, you know. Nana Addo ba ye you see dane no den boarding house and there ba eko shy usudoku a boarding house. Mahama seen as E-blocks. Okay? But free education in Bama ye behunu says, Sana nkwada bebre den. Sabi nkwada bebre enya school na omobeko ne sika na ebia omu ninti no mantumi anko. Eno ntina na Addo says ade first na sa obeko adisada college obeko infant prima o papa ni bia just unim obi a sabi oya plug. Akufo Addo said there be. Say no school no ucha obeko. And pass on colana ni hwambo colana status wo mu twa. Ye twa ne there be. Existing schools to say prempe opoku ware adisa de one na nkrofo pedada no. What we can do ne say den ye be biem na ye see infrastructures wo ho ne yetumi afa nkoda ne bi. Nini na double track no ne yentumi yi nini na mfiri ho. Enamo enu nti 2018-2019 as someone that NDC for no for free education no one say enkwada no kwa wo muntumi nsua de enkwada no kwa mo betena fia no mo nyenyem ne ade mo benyem enyem na mekan you. Yes, courage. I love hard jobs. I'm not a lazy boy, so I like hard jobs. Esi edun ketia hwe wo Ghana ni awofo anim ka kire wo say Sabio free education na Addo de aba na wo bi ekobi no. Enya de papa na ebema nkoda na sei anche ene nyame ya adom ene nkoda na resource ye den ebaye nkoda na resource baye na awofo na nyansa wo omutirim no mo dwene o mo madaache ho enye o mafuta ntan no mo de nam no ehun se dabi me bayi free education wo call ye aboa no ena me no kase ebi adane a nurse for ebi adane a teacher for a lawyer for a doctor for ebi no manya scholarship kwa manone free education na no mo se anya papa na double track ni ye no ntie ni ye a free education started say ebe ya kono Ghana wo for started so mu di hu komo papa oh free education ne de ye oh free education ni mo de na Addo free education ni mo de and this 40 say Ghana for us say free education is good but so free education cry ya na de buy we are paying for about down for. I don't call that politics. That is wizardry. Eye beye krojen, beye fita, beye tantanye empire de papa. From 2018, 19, free education and yo, and Ankoda no benyem, and Koda no be say, and Koda no kwa mo betena fie 2 months, and Ankoda no tena fie 3 years, and a red, gold, green, and a blue. Why free education in yo, and yo, hey, rade. Na me nim say obi de wo be go school ananka ya de bone. And so this for man be talk Ghana ni trim say, eh ya bone say ya do ba be go school, eh bone. And nyame to nsuo good free education so enkwada resource beba no ma pass it afi ehia for ma a starting nenya scholarships obi ana onhu nurse ni woni fie da ene ne ma na ba ko ye nurse ba ko ye teacher ba ko ye say there bia ne free education mo de ye ena Ghana wo for starting say omu di free education hon komo papa. Oh, free education mo na Addo mo de o man mo aye den de na nso free education mo de abebo ayen pa oh o man mo de mo aye den na mbom brother free education say me bab nyinu no mo wo ho mentu ahwe. These were testimonies, real life testimonies. Uti, these were real life testimonies, no joke. Free education abebo after year koto about 2020 ebeka yewura 2020 mo free education and this in the buy oh aden talimonto mo boys and this in the buy say emfiti ase no na ye ya adwene say eye true bi no mu ti say omu di agro Hey, I feel the NDC for a radio so a book. Free education, yani the buy. Ah, NDC. The patron the American motia say dear. Monim the American. Ah, free education. Ah, then you want a more year advert na make I be Santana. Free education, the anya the papa, and you true. Hey, headmaster, and come me bani ba free education ni bio. Now, oh, minia free education ni mo dear. Yen to me yet because akola no mean to me nje me ni baby amede beto enti sign fa wo bako. Ah, hold on. Me catch on say NDC a very for party a enye didi atemu. It is their nature. Eyo musu ni omoban. Kwesi nyama no na eya. Eye no kure na meka. Kwesi meka no kure. Free education 419 enu na betwa mu. Ade ye free de ntumi nye papa sister. Na me de musika yo. Aban ne ba be ye free education. Ye wa ha. And your sister, I be 16 years. Meboa. I be 16 years. Beka try Ghana for the now say, oh, free education in mode yampa. Ono ankasa de neba ako school. Na oko ye no. Yamane ntu aswe. Nti, we die. Ni din the Maze Bell die. Or ye campaign my NDC. Nanso we die. Ye no kreme patron yame na mekai. Maze Bell ne kai. Okay. I feel you Ghana for abeg free education atuma wi ankrofo we pese omo she Ghana for trimu say omo no mo de buy. Any see you kwan ben na mo fa so omo de buy. It has to be captured in the parliamentary hands. I didn't mo fa mayen ye ko am lace ade ne to parliament. Fine. Omo say oh there be yen de no. Now we were going according to the constitution. The constitution said do it progressively. Oh sir, in the end this we are progressively. Okay, move for papers na mra na entry. How na so mo ya bronsam for enye didi atem. This phone call fast paper na chere say woman start free education now. Almost progressively free education. What does that cover? 365 day student. 365. Not all day student. 365 day student. Abayne say obetua 34 Ghana cedis e de amomo. Abayne ntu omu bibia o. Otua 34 Ghana cedis e de support to. Almost starting year ben. Almost starting no October 2015 according to them. Okay. So let us see the budget that was passed in Parliament. Hello. Meboa. Say Odiabane de 2015 I also launch it, There must be a budget that accompanies how you are going to implement with progressively free. Nana Meboa. Not a single budget recorded that. Now, what they rather came to tell us, and then they say, oh, abine yes so bet you but abine into yentino yen esi yen ebeba to ya saade no na enya wan say NDC for say no mu free education St. Thomas Aquinas na pam nkrofo service school fees yes say mo ntro exams no po ye mo ntro because some dey school fees. Everything about education in this country NDC ran it down. And this is some no free education by you. Nanso twade. Na do the free education by ya krepa or passing or parliament no. Muntalana we no. And the current majority leader our Ghana right now. Omo de nanado aban kokon to say omo ntia se nanado de Ghana ban sika eltwen koden school enti Supreme Court enchem. We fit. Me so omo ya before. And your politics, I don't call that say, oh yeah, your politics, a MPP and this, the bay. That is not politics. I dear now won't Jindi. Na no nti ye pass e kura no de call court. Echo challenge ye no. Afa de one who say Ghana for awofo agi free education atum. Ghana for better free education atum say e ade a eboa omo nti no all of a sudden end this for na free education by. I remember when His Excellency John Mahama on one Ombano omuko school ano ma betene fie saa we nyina ma nkwada no omo besei na enkwada no omo nyinyim na obenyim basa enti saa okay yan hwede ekwe na ese dun kete aba ena nkwada abai na de no de nkura sekasa wode saa sekwa nkura sekasa no no wode aka no poto nkwada ni na anyanyem afa wuye we ni na awie ya wo free education ho abanu nyam nti yemfa ma na oba ade a your friend double track oba den ko enim kakra na me kumbra mani but you say me deliver okay yemfa free education double track and start it mama first starting free because and the free education is actually my main topic today. How I end this for because of what we are hearing Charles say. So let's talk about the double track. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama NDC for opposition. Almost one bar. One of the things here, beye, Eddie Akebo sa sebe double track near Diana. Crowd can buy ya normal the policy aba ebe hihye nkoda no school komu yie na ma bibia aye den akos omu ni na abekọ ne pepepe sa no omu ni na abekọ ne pepepe no ma kwan pepepe no ma be fie pepepe okay yan twade. Now one of the things they were relying on is omu ba omu be see school dan bebre said the be ya double track na esubetwa mamenkan we share radio nyonyam say answer na MPP for ye free horo na enkwada ni bebre ana ekọ gold track ni green track ni ade no schools ni bebre ejai because ni SCC's infrastructures ni bebre a omini na etumi ko at once. Mama yema, let's make that distinction clear. Obi ba ye osi obewie ni na utie wa pass two budget. Am I ready for this bomb? Am I ready? Say this if I join ejuma. Wa pass two budget or percent or end the double track. Tiho. E-blocks na osu obesi 200. E-blocks na do buy ya otumi dani be into boarding house efa nkwada bebredi omuko free education no. Mahama pass two budget on passing 100 cedi pose mo fan konkoye den e-blocks no de aka mo fen ko wie. Or one position no or some of na e-blocks na aka uram ni na o me ni ye wanka daddy wa ho kwase aba o wa ho kwase aba wa wo ba wo nyansa me se me de me I have an institutional memory we the wure mfrade John Mahama for bloggers di na chi de konante Asante region say eye ni e-blocks no na Akufo Addo no ba ya enye ni project so tumi si mu 38 no ono na anya de nti waja no ono John Mahama nya kwan bio no san ba e-blocks aka wura mu nyina wo be sisi ni nyina ezu eza. John Mahama read the State of the Nation's address twice. Not one line did he ever capture e-blocks. E-block no so oba obewiena Ghana for any school akono. Mahama read the State of the Nation's address mienu ba akukra line ba akukra ni e-block. But otu opposition no osu say ye ja nasem ye ja sebe ni nnuma de agugurem. Ye de asokole mampon affordable housing ye de Jamils ene Mahama. Omanye utie ye de Jamils ne Mahama omanye na na Akufo-Addo etumi be ya asokore mampon emenne ye de otumfo picture gba no affordable housing no ye de abo ho de otumfo din ato ho kama. John Mahama now was on e-blocks no or the Bejai double track no. John Mahama reading 2 states of the nation's address. We're reading 2 budgets. Atu Fox na reading 2 budgets. Not a single line captured the e-blocks. Mofame Treme. Budget be 2025 and not 2026. Mofamra. Away. Oh yes, Habib, I'm bleeding. When you belong to a foolish party like NDC, where somebody speak the truth, you will call it bleeding. I live in Canada. My kids are going to school in Canada. It is not my sisters and brothers. If and yet me and Mama almost it is a from Musuadi and Kami way and family. But where Jimmy, and I buy now walk to Abama or so no one can project be your friend e-blocks. Akufo-Addo no just with them. Into about obey e-blocks no I'm a Ghana mebu no amoko double track etumi ayeden e jai double track no ko enyo mo no kan me na me ka kire ba ama me na me ko ka say mahama anu ana mo kan kire me se sa asem a me ken e ya me na me ka say mahama anu ana wan fan crofo anko of course me say bra ye free ho no majority of the schools na free ho. What are you people talking about? Message John Mahama read 2 budgets. So one pass say, obey to me a cha, sebi double track no more. Why hasn't he even sent 100 CDs? Suppose say, young Fanko e-blocks no. And you still sit here and try to defend such foolishness because they're saying, oh yeah, because I'm NDC, you know, I said no more canon. It's against NDC, so I have to come and play defense. And then write some insults there, and then say MPP phone in Jimmy, MPP never again, and I MPP there and there. I don't call that politics. I call that demonic infection. Like I said, yes, we fi. That is how NDC is. Seriously. It doesn't make sense. Red. Opposition no. Wo say aban bi agija wo neama. Akeka wura mi to oba obaye ni na meboa. Wa ba we read 2 budgets. None of it. There's not a single line a capture say e-blocks now we see obi agent where you with the anubeye ni no koye untumi ye. But you want us to clap for you. Oh, Red, I know you are not NDC. God forbid. So obey NDC. But another double track, what is NDC saying about it? Last time Harun Idris to 2025, or Bekatre say, yeah, more chance up to 2027. No, 2026. Now 2026, Ombe started say Ombe Jai double track. No. She say 2026, yeah, couldn't fin double track na that's so. Now one more share home, ye be so almost say, yeah, ma, Edian Ombe to Miaka, Edia for double track. No, Muntie.
Double track will take some time to go. We cannot reverse the double track today. We cannot. We will need time to reverse. A committee is in place to address that. We are using multi-approach to get that reversed.
Okay. So video no one tier. It has to be with BEC computerized placing. Any the double track. A journalist be say about the double track and say Moshe your boss 2026 way and Kamubi di double track no juma di amai. Na ekusi saying. According to this man here, also double track no omuntu get rid of the double track anytime. So me patcho me di matem nyame na make e mo ankasa mo executive na ekasa. Double track na mo position mo ka kire Ghana fo ni na say MPP fo amamma enyem MP before amamoma enyem enam double track into omoba omubitwem, it will be a thing of the past. Omoba abemu no omobesre yen say ye mom up to the end of this year. Nka omobe jai double track no. Afei omobe ma yen update ya. Update ya omoma yen and say double track no enya ade a omobe double track na enya ade a ombetumi ayende nende ayende ne china. Inti se yemfa ne se okoto aba me pacho mi wie me submission no inti se mo be twen kakra why na we will come back why me sre mo a agwezi me pacho ma mi wie submission no, then from there I can start picking up people. Why me sre wa me fa definitely. Let me finish my submission. Inti double track na actually so the koto aba and the NDC for catch us double track no muntu mi ntwem. Nti wakutie double track edi akoto aba said the ebeya woba no onko double track school and then aban na wo de utumi ko share ne nsa ne se men kan kire wo say they are promise wo say obeye no ontumi nye den ontumi nye. This is where my problem comes in. Aha, and I'm a problem no. Me NDC ni. I love my party pa. My party promises say Ankobe and the double track. Unfortunately, ontumi nye. And yes, MPP ni na akwotena se ka se ontumi and the double track o there be. NDC ni a ono na yede sa office no ahye ne nsa. Na onim adwuma oye. Okuta data. Otumi ka se adeye ye betumi agyae anase ye ntumi ngyae. Abegina bonten aka kire Ghana fo nyina se eyampa ye ka sanka double track no ye ba anka ye begyae. But ye ntumi ngyae double track no. NDC penny na account. Sa akwasiampa for 20 Ghana ne 30 Ghana data for ni ba begina we yase a. Aban papa ba good government in place. Good government in place. Free education afan into my pefra. Free education is good. And double track in Niho. There's no double track. Brother, Andrew Utie news. I'm Utie news. Now there minister and the for double track on what say there. But say MAHAMA can say obetinti even though onimo onim say double track no ende onim pa. Now so politics in tea. No we be social media. They say schools no there's no double track. There's no double track. Me say me NDC for that damn way on my shadow board make question say say what can make a man think like this? I went to the election with Galamsey. And ne onipa na medi na chikoto abama no na ono na gya mimi vote no ka kire me say Galamsey no agye ne nsem. Galamsey na ye den agye ne nsem. Na sense kura de abetom ni say ono ankasa ne nkrofo kura ye den eye Galamsey. Ono president na ye na se na akasa no NDC ni say political party nti Obeba beka say Galamsey is good. Say Galamsey yeah. MAHAMA ba Galamsey okay. How? Na chadio and na Galamsey ni no and na Ghana koko. O de kwa ye say ye test ya problem abem asase nye. And na Ghana ye nioma ye dua ni nara chemical say no. Enti ebra na aban bone wo ho no yante se na yisa be chemical say ye nuane o. Ebra na aban bone wo no yante se ye de koko adwama so me yakase ye koko no yare anase problem abamu. And na aban papa ba ye ni mo no ye de koko kwa omo se e polutu. Ye de enu aba ne ye duane kwa abrofo no say ye nto wo mo eton free ye won say ye nto because chemicals wom. But Ghana ni say MDC nti enne na say be ye de ye niam kodwa so a ye say ye nko no better eche ebra na eko ye uti the American ye. Let's dive deep. Yawaha and your papa John Mahama or ye in the campaign school feeding the okan yintino.
It's me them say Sheba says you can hear from my buffer stock. You bet you can my schools no one can say Uko Krobia so a jomo yet on Bayre yet on Gary yet on.
And they were clapping. Unim bibi. Most of the secondary schools in Sikromo. Most of secondary schools in Sikrom. Okwan fancy pema o mania eso oko wurem uko bush kakra. Baby a sebe market no wo Kotokraba market baby a big market wo ene fancy pem school. Enye tia. Bachade. Let's talk about stock. Mekwa senasia edwa wo ho nokre. Edwadifo ahe na wo senasia. Sabi o wo mo yeden wo mo sabi I mean how do you call omo ton bayire eton mo. Edwadifo ahe na wo wa sabi omo yesa adwuma no. We are talking about feeding a school population of over 2,000, 3,000 children every day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. They think say Abokobi market able to me provide eduane ediama Abokobi senior high school. Edunti first can say headmaster nsa. Na onko Abokobi market. Na onko to bayira ebe feeding nipa over 3,000. Onko to emu ebe feeding nipa over 3,000. I was our market wo. Na wajiedi. Sometimes who concurs in Libya, Into no to your still are sound. I just say a quadri and Temansa de no wood a jada de no money the best so we soon or no. Sabe, tomatoes are that cabacco out on the pano. I just a nipa me and sad yomu dear woman some wadakabako. Don't you people read with sense kakra? The air cost of Ghana and the Yamoma Fenya Santo kakra. And I'm with the man to never said that. Me, senase. Now, so because senior high school or senasia, there is no way say senior high school was not to me only from Osenase market. It is a lie. And you many be one wise, so about Saman Kesson or Abeto. Every any be one wise, this will quack with ya, where do you just walk a den or Koto? But Nyan Ghana citizens, I didn't say Yentino, yet now Homa John Mahama Baba Catchina say. Hey, me bo, na meba we de mu be de me be boa headmaster for mama bokrono. Krono no anything. Ye wa ha, na multimedia for. Get abo friend saying. MFA pa wo se wan hwan. Oye ni program bi a one Caleb wan hwan bi koye. E de na wo koye. Eduane na government aban no boka e wo buffer stock ebro esichire saniama na aban e de commerce schools no master for na say wo mo de eduane no sebi edu no de man koda de twa wo ma no wo mo de ye business enu ti aban komo mo ebro boto enan a wo mo fa baako na mo de me ensa ma school no e pa to mo ye fi ana mo ye fi sesi a Movira free. Na a headmaster for no bebre eduane a yesi wo mo fa ntwa nkoda no na wo mo wia eton ewia de ye business news for na be ka kire yen omo bo a yeso ye bo a eduane no kura no headmaster na tumi aye den ade aduane na akoto adi mesika na wo de question nsa want to bo madwene nya adua me say ya ni say nya nsa nim. I don't care what nobody wants to be to me, but I'm telling you the truth. And this year, and so woman is and so woman is coming now. What say? What do you bro na yan and she crown, a brono. What's ye? A brona yan and she crown, metron area or tongue. A mona yan momono or tongue. Now with the live cash. Now with the 1 billion. Cities. And the question headmaster is Uncle Kukuren to me market, Uncle to Ikei, crayfish, Uncle to Hawaii family. What are you people talking about? And I will in America. Muntieno. Why? Say propaganda, Muntien Pacho say propaganda, dear Nejoma.
Me dem say, Sheba, says you can hear from my buffer stock. You bet Jessica Nama schools, no. No man can say, Uko Krobia, so a jomo. Yet on Baira, yet on Gary, yet on Amo, yet on Enamo, yet on Brudo.
Omo mo bon 17 na so Jimmy minimum Krobia, so mbenya Brudo edi a just say you the two free Krobi so na yedi aba. Hey, and Crawford we can near my pandage to me. Ebi a wan. Say you describe bread headmaster no dia koto brudo. Wato tea. Wato kafarimot biko nansen wa ye fe. Fetu ya hetu ya ha e de abre wo ba na ma wo be didi. Yankwe.
Enti ya disika no be ma schools na nkasa. Na omakoto sa nyoma no na omo de ama abeye aduane ama nkoda no.
Now, this is the issue. Yes, Quadano in the D. Tinio. Almost in Quadani in the D. Now, Ediania Yedema ye cramine crano. Or no John Mahama demane cramino. Sebe. Ye papa. A chain the aye mano AD secondary school. Minia Betty. Oko Krubo girls. Obe free school a baby I know I fine. Na funa sheshe ende owole gon level 200. Enche Betty A be wie. Oko free education. Odi free education eduane na ebi. Me kai se o start school first na obeka kire me say bibi sa na make aha bibi sa na say Betty na den na away school for na mama eduane tantan di no say one e ka sa na so mo say eduane o mama mo enam ne ade enka no say there be is not true. Business are then ain't true. I know catch me say because say that omubedi ko say bia say jollof is either jollof ni kusuya. I thought that's all mo jollof ni chicken but I know ni rare kakra. Say dokuno ni tina sardine. And sometimes omunya fish. Say enkwanya aduane and no catch me say but the news outside and they say aduane amudi no enye kra no so bra entisa. It's not the best, but it's not something you cannot eat. This is my younger sister, Betty. Me see, and they're our level 200. Uti, and they're our level 200. Now, ye tumia kachre will say, Sebium prediasa. Ya nye, eduane papa amanko de enintino. Headmaster na ye de aduane ma na owi aye na fe de anya aduane na ye de kwhye ne nsa o ye de scare kwhye ne nsa but Ghanaians didn't think tieni ye pa Ghana fo anwene onim de nta Ghana fo anwene we na ma Ghana fo anwene obi e de aduane ama obi wawi aduane no but ye se ye de scare kwhye sa nipa ko ne nsa mo wa eno no me ba ne be didi ye. Enye sika no kra no wewia nyankanto mudi sika live sika o cash e de ahye ne nsa ene yentia John Mahama na mentia Papa John what's it
Conference of Heads of Assisted Secondary Schools, known as CHAS, warned senior high school across the country face a possible shutdown by close of Monday if urgent funding and food supply issues are not resolved.
Already the schools are in crisis. We cannot credit any item, any perishable to feed the students. And if this issue is not resolved by Monday, I'm afraid we may have to ask for permission to let the students go.
Tio, when your MPP ni neka, enya Dennis Miracle neka, enya Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia neka, enya Felix Apia neka. Headmasters na ye ka say ye discare bre omo de ato aduane ama wo ma na di no. And the headmasters ne said sikani wa ye di be feed aduane we said ye de be no aduane de feeding kwala no. Enu nti ene juade. Say government na ntumi anye bibia amfa ho a, they will have no choice but to shut down schools. SS. How can you tell me that is a buying papa? We are paying for Ghana ye as simple. TNU. What buying say? A buying na no say or be breusika. Now with the akujoma kota akoko. Akoto beef ni ade de abenua anwa mo ni ade de amankoda na di na nkoda na ye prom. Omo atumi asua de ye no. Aban ne se afe de enkrama ya aduane na ado de ma ye mma no. Ontumi kura mfa man enne wo ma ni. Enye beyi. How is that not beyi? Tell me how that is not beyi. Tell me how that is not witchcraft or wizardry. Obi ba wo krama ya aduane enye nti ene ye se discare be headmaster and some where did he? And the headmaster na you see this question and son say abanye eye duada e be say one pe hu bibia nkan school ni ye betu me nkwada no be ko fie cause ye ni sky ye de den ye de to aduane am adi. So how can you tell me that is a better government if it is not blind and stupid politics you are doing? What do you say? To me, turn nam no a can say we promise and nama kese ne de ankwada ne bedi ni ice cream no. To me mayen na na don krama ye duane na no de mayen ba do. Fedo abaye. Mo ba bi 1 minute. Me pa to de America no emu da ho. Akwa se koko akuafo ni case no. Uzo ba ma koko akuafo 6,500. Afa usi to me ma omo. Kokwa akuafo say ene mesrewa fasana na ado de dada na amaye so eno so wuntumi nye na wo ye ndisi ni na nyansa te mu a wo ba aban a na enye wa ban baaye no na odidi o but ye be dada wo say ye the contaminated rice ye de aduane a aseye ena ema wo manedi enti ma wo wa ban na mra na wo wa ban no ommeto aduane papa mfama wo ba no no ndi na wo ba no ntumi nsua de yiye ende wo kosa like to abadema wa ban na mane baaya wa ban ne say ta enkrama ya aduane na ado de ma wo ba no kra no oni ska wo de be ma ne krama ya aduane nti obetu school mu. Is this the first time? NDC keeps showing us who they are. They keep showing us who they are. Ghanaians are so ungrateful and stubborn. Just NDC for children says, Rollins by or be close to schools. A history at the hall. You can search and find it. You can read and know. John MAHAMA by school for the blind and all these schools in they were shut down because Tamasco. For the first time in the history of Ghana, Tamasco has to shut down under John Dramani Mahama #1. Abayi bi baye o many more dio na so na ye medical school ba o na ye medical didi ba o na ye made to me come back or treasures pass it. O minor say yo, Ekufuado say no, but we any mutantan, 1 year jumo, 1 month say gano, na me banu to me ko school ba o. And now by papa ne buy and I buy no wabada and I buy now wabeto preko show ama me mana no was it sebio and krama yedi and no cran and anado bronsam no and krama yedi and anaba omia bronsam no or the man in many dikrano on to me farmer will be in ten to a feeding fee. That is all they want you to do. They told you they will review free education. Ya beka tira musan krofo e be fa die ya se no na mama mo mu nsom wo mu nimu yo won ye bido NDC fo bibi se ya nya bido NDC fo ya mfa bibi se nkoto aba o nti ya sramo mamu nti om wo mo ba won tumi nyo tie do MAHAMA na meba. Let me play him. Where are you? Come, Jack, where are you? Muntie MAHAMA.
SHS no. Ye ba ye be ye ni yie.
Mate.
Sika pre SHS no. Ye ba ye be ye ni yie. Sika ye de to eduane man kwada no. Ye de be ma school mo school no. Ye mfa emma buffer stock ye de be ma mo school ankasa na enioma e wo se omokoto enua eduane man kwada no. Ombekwa koto se ne be ya enkwada no benya eduane pedi.
A few moments later.
We have a challenge currently with feeding students in secondary schools. I've asked the Chief of Staff to work with the Ghana Education Service to allocate and evacuate food that is currently held in warehouses in Tema. This food was imported by the outgone government.
And this is for no and I salamu de mo yes and politics na. And this is for are you people here? This is His Excellency John Dramani Mahama speaking. I didn't speak. All start you know. Or say omo ba na free education no school feeding no my ye. Omo ba no ma be school feeding ye. Me pacho let's listen to him again. Mr. Remo yanko.
Ye ba ye be ye ni yie.
Yo.
Sika ye de to eduane man kwada no. Ye de be ma school mo school no. Ye mfa emma buffer stock ye de be ma mo school ankasa na enioma e wo se omokoto enua eduane man kwada no. Ombekwa koto se ne be ya enkwada no benya eduane pedi.
A few moments later.
We have a challenge currently with feeding students.
Onipana obeye feeding ye no. And then they say we have a challenge feeding students. Upon chino kase obeto ma bana di no say and the challenge abem upon chino won tumi nto. Na say no wa order Chief of Staff say MPP for obeko no MPP for no motor poison bre wo medi ye no. Me say awufo ni na ubewu akwaje ne John MAHAMA ho. John MAHAMA ni okuja to abro kwa beka kire say Akufo Addo ne ba omi anoma kofa poison rice. Emu ne aduane a eye poison. E no mede abre Ghana fo adie. And then John MAHAMA say a school for na di mu ayeden. Na mbom enidaso ba akubi wo baabi. Enidaso no wo hen a yese temaport e de na egu ho. Na Addo bayifuo no. Na Addo kromfuo no. Ba omia na onimu hwe no. Ba omia na wo mo amobra no. Wo mutumi kra aduane bi frama no ne mane gu pot. Enu nti Ghana fo nkofa ne yefe nkofidi ye man wo skum si mu be wuwu nkwase wuo NDC fo mu be wuwu nkwase wuo dia mo dia ye Ghana no nyame mfam tamo mu be wuwu nkwase wuo boni aketua yo wuo na mu be wuwu nkwase wuo masen koda da achi masen koda future mu be wuwu nkwase wuo. I will not stop saying this. Power na mu penti. Power keke na mu penti. And na Addo na sabi oto poison di begu nkoda ho no wa to poison e begu temaport ma wo John MAHAMA wo ho atiri wunti no yenkoyi na Addo poison ne ba wo mia poison na wo mo to free amano ne di begu pot wo no yenko se sanfa nkocha Ghana fo wo sku na me be tia moka mu wunwie yo sa plain crash me se mo crash nwie ye. And I stand on the principle. Se boniake to you. And Nadia, you are having challenges in your feeding. Just to get votes, just for Mahama to get votes, or that the headmaster for say, hey, headmaster for teacher for Moko to Abama you. Namoto Abama as he says, can you the Beshamonsa? Mona Mube could just so could be Namotumia to trouble the Ayamoniama. And a teacher for ne, say a headmaster for Krom for na Yatra the Ayan to me more brano. You're doing say, John Mahama had the feeding money, Beshay and said, only a DBA yenti, you got to Abadema, John Mahama. And then your mobile said, John Mahama catcher say, in Kramaya Diana Nanado, Edem Mao Mano. I know John Mahama own to me Maubi. Until never be to your bunny feeding fee. Okay, you want crophobia home. What to your canny be a mom with school feeding be a no. On top draws a keke. Brazia, Emma Neba Banco SS Cran Edding. I will phone you. That 2 school fees ni feeding ni BBA manupono. School uniform books BBA. On top of me, in Kun Uncle Yunkuto. Non fa a say, your friend saying, Mokwe hohe. So on say a inkuto no more about could be a young mother fra. Now man, I him. And only a friend Mokwe hohe. I know what I say, will be a pound or pound one what to send to know. And can phone a friend is a Mokwe hohe. Tomokwe hohe keke, inkuto. Pe afin plastic ibi. Pedros miensa. Singlet mienu. Or your bar brazier mienu. The other be sorry. The other born of the whole week. And then the other be sorry. And no 1 day pen of say. Na man draws white tobacco and no Sunday school. I know I say. And no crowd will only be into minto. I will only be into minto. I just say, yen, as na friend, brother fellas. We then come to me, boy, and kakra. Eja. What's what better now? You want to do the into be say, well, we need choice. You have to do. Sometimes you don't have the money, but you have to go and give it to them. Free education na nanado buy or say, or they be go for a cool. Na obi enya excuse say meant to me and Tom eba way, meant to me and to feeding, meant to me and to your winter na me bananko school no. John Mahama say was nya chon ko back and never to your feeding fee. What's he say is
in secondary schools. I've asked the Chief of Staff to work with the Ghana Education Service to allocate and evacuate food that is currently held in warehouses in Teman. This food was imported by the outgone government.
Mahama no. That is John Dramani Mahama. Now let's go in. Now let's talk about Nanado and come Sebia or shed it to Miria made the mobile port. If reporter, Yababa Kuku. Now, if me the last topic be anonymous, I may tell last. Because me the yard be now if may be a floor. Now, who person can be stressed up, a procrastinating be and what can be actually. May the never was here. But let's play with Nanado's advice or prophecy. Inti Nanado Kakra. Yankonana, now say that.
I saw the 24-hour economy back. Oh, Brazil, light for 12 hours. Cry now to me. Light for 12 hours. Now to me, light for 12 hours. And then going to be a 24-hour economy. Masana Danu Babe Segana, Miss Summer. Ye probia humana ya sase no obefi atwaso no de bi eba be ka ho agenda 111 what agenda 111 if you know it nya agenda 11 eye mama bedi che Muhammadu Bawumia
udie ana Bawumia na de na waye Bawumia na obada ben ana Bawumia na waye hwan ye say enye Bawumia Anka agenda 111 ya ndakra nso ho daye. Ono ane boss president na eka. Na obi a untumi keep light on. Tell you for 12 hours. Then I 24-hour economy. Mr. Mama ye di bone. Na sa bone we nyame be punish ye ni nara. I kote kampa MPP egu. MPP engu saying dama untumi ntua workers. Dama untumi nto koko untumi nto kachiwi. Se sa na ti a ha me ba ko kra. Why? Because one ejimi. All right. The next one. Medemo ko port. Yenko ti ade bi wo. Me pacho Samobe kaya. NDC for na omo kaita one thing dia na omoka. Aseme na omoka. Dr. Bawumia has run away from the economy. They say they also a digital man. Ana Samokai. Any ye can say the current dispensation in every place, no. A digitization that is a conversation. Digitization is driving all growth. And there's a wofa Ghana, other countries, big countries now, a developable be now. Manufacturing or industrialization output is lower than what the technology is given. And now I know what I say. There is no economy that is doing well without it being digitized. But NDC bonko so for bekachre say digitization has nothing to do with the economy. Meboa. He has run away from the digitization agenda. Mama you trust MBC with Peace FM. Yengo tie. Aden one was an answer almost the AI be about portal. And the containers is an KB be to 2,000 and be to 3,000, 4,000. No, actually say 3,000, I'll be to 9,000. Almost say 3 times. It is a container, no do Ghana, now we in a 10,000 and no be in a 30,000. 3 times higher. AI no omodi aba portal. Now, you beside NDC for us, I didn't know the AI digitization in aba portal. Almost say, oh, because my revenue. Look, just listen to that and tell me, say it's not witchcraft. It's the digitization, yo, but there be Sanka John MAHAMA na digitization by idea. Oh yeah, digitization they good pa. But since yeah Bawumia ideas are omo to me I expand ano and the young case digitization in here. And this for some the digitization edge this car airport. Yeah, the trade duty amount of weight. The calculate container ma bogus e twa na ye me da ma me bogus na dey we are common no e say no ko Ghana take it and can be to 2,000 and so make sure so 200 and as 150 at the count e de keke cause MAHAMA so the airport thing or the airport levy ene o kwa sika say we tua no e kosoro now woni amana anka enu nti wo kwa yi ne port no so a eno so sa na wuti anye yie. Now say only what we call Ghana card so so we Ghana visa. They say Ghana visa Canada hire $370. So $370 no and can make to me the akwa Ghana e the akwa bo bi and make to me the ewie mi bibi. Into me the eme de pa bogus na come na eme de. But and this for say digitization e the papa. Into all of a sudden digitization na say ba umi eni mo hwe na and or the abano digitization it will my economy grow. Mama yen video no na kwasie bi anka say yeboa yenko
economy na you oppose. First of all, now AI no is it a digital platform?
Yeah.
A digital. Is it technology driven? Meboa. So I was penny kasa no wa link digitalization to the economy.
Oh, ebusuapani mense.
Minka mebuawo. Mefuawo.
Awofo
Mefabro.
Etofo.
Mefia.
Nana yawo. Enye die. Ebusuapani say there's a link between digitalization and the economy. Mr. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, baby obia no. Nyankopon enhira no. No man quantin. Yes, give time. Some time. Now, Edema, if baby at here. You see, Bawumia is running away from the economy. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is running away from the economy. But now he has run away from the economy and talking about digitalization. And then Ebusuapeni o, we need the market for. Ebusuapeni say the economy and digitalization emebura. Ebusuapeni say AI na aba no technology driven. A digitalization platform no. A bit mama revenues are back am economy in akoso. Now, we refer to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
No.
Was Ebusuapeni? I mean Ebusuapeni today. Ebusuapeni. On hindsight, were you fair to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia?
Very fair.
You were fair. When Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was talking about digitalization, most were Ghanaian for economy. Say me no link digitalization to economy. How interesting. I feel you say digitalization and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia can want some. Among the revenues at the ports. Hey, no one knows. I never knew said digitalization. A bit mama economy no akoso.
Next is for Kwasi Efrio. Let me block you. I hate idiots. You hear? How did the person is saying it's linking digitization to economy, and you are still here saying, say, Bawumia ran away from the economy. Unjimi, which of them should we take? NDC is telling us, say, digitization is linked to the economy. Something Dr. Bawumia has been talking about why he made ECG and GRE. All of them started using digital platform to collect revenue. And the back of full circle, Ababeka say, most person model digitization, this cow pot. So have you people also run away from the economy? Oh my ben fana kwasi anko ne baby wate. Obu ebi na nche wonwe. Ban this idiot. Kwasi free me page to say Jimmy Sam me sa kwasi ampa sem na I'm not going to tolerate that here. E den Jimmy no. Dr. Bawumia yes say yen digitize the economy. Yemfa I mean digitization ni edwan. Mo tu we dwan free economy. And then Mahama Ababeka said digitization ya the papa. And then more say digitization, more the idea report na masikabo men economy ni grow through digitization. Now we are talking about like the same thing. I will see he ran away from the digitization. So how did he run away? You know, so Dr. Bawumia there or talking about the digitization or running from the economy. But NDC kind of digitization they are not running away from the economy. Jimmy Beno. No. Sa service empreko bra na ifire. Seriously. Sa more lifestyle ifire. Digitization in you yate. We Ghanaian free digitization who we Ghanaian you see you yate. And then the old babem now also be the same thing about Bawumia and there. Oh the you are raking in revenue. Bawumia the there na good. But it's the same thing. And you be anyways, honorable to us.
Amen. If you are putting would take good thing, if you are putting say, oh, yeah, digitalized man, grassing Bawumia. Hey, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, baby, I will be at Michelle. I feel the chicken we are told has come home to roost. She said, yeah, we can conclude the debate about the link between digitalization and the economy. Because Ebusuapeni or Ebusuapeni or Kasa will be a kebi. What do you have 2 minutes there? And you go him. Doc, but now letter now the man no name. The M11 is the ministry's refusal to give full disclosure. I think in the interest of transparency, say what contracted on behalf of the states. A company said on 1 year revenues and cost. Na say a corner no me say details of the contract in Fabra. I don't think say it is.
I face my with the echo. Moka say me be breaky sa AI story no ha somewhere last week. Say the AI and JJ duty airport. And I'm say me there because ebe ha bogus no ebe meow mo nti me there because it's not ha ma bogus omuti o man every minute be a glass a glass nko a buy bus name ebe kutia a buy or the electric buses by ebema transportation aye for or to abetia no tie bruche a buy be the ambulance by or say an ambulance ni be intien to abentiano intime whatever bogus are getting right now me the papa me ka me nkwanka port no cry nkosoro be 10 times nka be brave force business na ngu be me the papa kaport no nkosoro o the car kwa no ma GS o na did away the mortgage na ndc for na fa their mom girlfriends next time aban bi ba no de nhihye bi ba eboa wo diaspora na obesomu ye na wo di bu ama no obesomu ye na wo di bu a free ni bu e de ama no
the ministry's refusal
because Shadio Marco form company Tio Marco form company Mosi woman na emejeje get to airport no problem Sadia ena ye ne mo kase Kenu foriata na di entia SML meboa Mosi SML he has questions to answer about SML the amamo ka chere ye no and then mo kofe biaba ye bisa mo say the same question am bisa about SML no mo answer about sa Republic AI ya mo dia be mo say there be mo dia mo fa information bi antudwa you MPP abe pass the right information bill but NDC say they are not going to release the details of the contract to even parliament or representatives now what to abe in is uncle represent to parliament no NDC for say yeah money who contract no crowd here but on your crown for they have nothing to hide but MPP for no more the another bontin omo de yakoko court ya nya bibia amfa yen no ye mo ye yakron for ese mesa de nyansen nim ma me nyansen nim so ma me da dia obebie no renda the obebie book no no obi akan bi no oye kronfo na dia odi book no kotae neba o the odi book no kotae na odi table as say na ubisa ne so ma won so ma won hwe no he has nothing to hide ono no mo ni hwe this year but the other brother will say no or niama baby the see or the niama see but or they chrew hey and I didn't mean I chimbe my car pa I chimbe my meda say what you car ba meda say unyam sure let it make sense the person making sense say NDC for say deal now woman akoye na and the omode charging crofo e port ho no omo ma ye hu de ekoso but they have nothing to hide but the ono the papers ni na begu abontin will be antwem no mo ye crofo he has something to hide omo dam no this ade ni ona boyanko
to give full disclosure. I think in the interest of transparency, say what contracted on behalf of the states. A company said on 1 year revenues and cost. Na say a corner no me busa say details of the contract in Fabra. I don't think say it's a year. Many ministry and come ya me so enu ni and say the reason why they are asking they say Oma to say the company no will be paid 15 to 20% on the basis of the amount of revenue they are able to raise for the state.
Oh, okay.
Only pay what the name you buy 10,000. I say 20,000. Now the revenue now all can cost. Is that machine not doing so in order for them to get their
15%? Ah, MPP there we have the man who Honorable Adumakon, I think that's his name, or a very smart and intelligent guy, because the outcome is very, very simple. Just pull it back a little bit. Honorable,
basis of the amount of revenue they are able to raise for the state. Only pay what the name you buy 10,000. I say 20,000. Now the revenue now all can cost. Is that machine not doing so in order for them to get their 15 to 20%?
Because one mama be signing 15 to 20%, said the Amedijama will be a minimum 15 to 20% here. Maybe come more na majemo. Yes, we are away in this MPP. We are science, common sense. We are only way in this MPP. I'm fair, don't you? I'm fair. Say in the classroom, we are learning as students. Abayano, akofa AI phobi di aba. Yetua AI for no bedi akon. Yetua AI for no 15 to 20%. See how 15 to 20% on the money they collect. Intime kwesi apia metie se minimum se meje 50,000 cedis. Na 50,000 no me dey wo mu 20% ya meje 100,000 said ye be ya menya more anayesa. And until na dey a container na utua 6 cedi na ne utua then 15 cedi no. NDC cannot be a better alternative. You can do your politics. MPP aseme ya can for party omo ye two no omo yes fine. But you cannot bring NDC if you want proper governance. You can't bring it in. Now let's talk about this other video. Video no about Yakuafu ya. And Pempi no nan saying Samasha your conversation no has been centered around Engineer Jake. Change the name engineer from your name. You are an idiot. If you are no more buying fuel at 23 Ghana cedis, MPP didn't leave the fuel at 23 Ghana cedis. If I was here free, now kwasi ampa phobi to say Musa and Mama and Ghana air backsliding. Because of party intino, mu school na moko ya muko suye nyansa ese sanka niya me ko wronga. Mutumi babe kachre ye nanka ye to Mrs. Sano. Most political party into your brains don't work. Mu degree mu certificate amoko ji ye ni na yan kwasi a paper ni kura because you are not even using that principle to work. Jimmy, that is not politics. You are not here to distract anybody. You are not here making any cogent thing. Did MPP leave the fuel at 23 cedis when they were leaving? Me patro NDC for mobile bear fuel 23 cedis. Because as at this time, in today's age, why your politics are your propaganda, you are the government of the day, and you are still using your campaign or tricks now. Who use na and you are in power and you are still using the same lingo, and you think you are doing politics. And some now with the year campaign when unti yes sadia brabe ye ne yenhwe na ye na pamo sebi MPP for call ye no sa format no oda so use the same format ne mama ka sabe yanko
na ye cashew start say eba na one
cashew is one of the crops nesika wo mu pa. I remember me cry me yes I venture ni be me need some lady be I was bonus side ho yes cashew ana ye turn 25 cedi no and cashew ni 8 cedi when ya nekesia 10 cedi cashew samo kai did that NDC for ede cashew ye obono ho a samo be kai Mokaya Rikeji, me madam for Rikeji. Mahama so oba obeye 3 crop board ni ye na sa no se cashew no sabe ye beton it said ye to cocoa na se emo no ye beton it said ye to cocoa se sogum no ye beton it said ye to cocoa na. This is what they told us. And the cashew ana unya 25 cedi ne ye and then all turn for 8 cedi. Uni ma rehu semewu. And this communicator now wakodi 20 cedi dia to data ne say. Eye no kre cashew no ye turn 8 cedi ba ye papa chain time and ye turn 25 cedi no. Inti tiase na ban papa ba. Cashew no aban bone na onima membu aban tantan Akufo Addo busue aban ayempe aban ba omianum aban ne nye o ma fairly oto cashew 25 cedis at the mount. John Mahama say oba cashew 25 cedi enye good I say amount more. Neboa ese say amount more. Now onipa na o say obema o cashew scam on buy o say 25 cedi na na de ma for cashew no kra no onya ma obema o 8 cedi for the cashew but eye 8 cedi de wa ma obi. Na NDC ni agye di utie NDC ni agye di say ampa say ma ban ma obi 8 cedi a emfaso o so chi MPP aban ba ma obi 25 cedi. Arahusam ne say the same NDC ni no say with the 25 cedi to her. Now with the 8 cedi to her. Now ka chen say won choose ba kwa obekwa ko choose 25 cedi no. NDC new. They are also now buying abeti cashew so at the court 8 cedi into ya buying papa no. So with the 8 cedi, any 25 cedi to her, obey then. Obey for 25 cedi. Mama kasa.
Just on 25 cedis. 25 cedis yo. Uko fia, uye bidi, udidi ma umedidi nye bitafre wansa ma hojo. Ma ukamana kula bachi ni wabe chepi yani sega kra. Udidi. Yuna so dia ufra fo meba wansa guti. Ebwe. Wa kashu wa kura wa kashu hedi ama wansa kasa na wadi ama. Na wopa dia 10 cedis, adia cha 8 cedis, adia cha 9 cedis. Otuntombe, ontima uni di peche. Ontima yeni di peche. Sansa, eba Akufo Addo ya hono me. Kashu obiemu ma bia timbe tobi. Na yede ehunu sasa bane beto se gwa bare ne to. Sa hwanum ne beto. Ogwa ka ba se bente ase. Na yede akuru nkura na bede na nam ho se Akufo Addo. Wone ne beto abure hingu wono ne ogya hokwe. Akufo Addo ne to abure gu wono ma. Sa abure Akufo Addo bare kwa wa yende. Akufo Addo bare fi kura mi wa yende.
Yo. Inti NDC for na mo de still am sha ase am didi atem no. Mo nkoso ni atem. Ya ma me say mo be promotion mo say cashew mo ba mo be ye ni e de amom Akufo Addo aban tantan no wo ho no o se no mutumi ye den o mutumi ton cashew no enya muska enya bididi e de bi hwe ye ma e ma ye nkraman kura enya bidi ende wa ban ba ye no ma me ne say 8 cedi no kura no mo to cashew no so benfesika mbe ye ya be bembeto mo fanchebe ma me ne say benfesika mbeto abembeto omuntua sa na opa kire o se ade na mo se mate so no so kura no se beto abentua aha bembetua bono for mo fanchebe ka sa na mi ni mo kaba I'm trying tio aban na o se obeye ni ye no oba ye na price na o ton sebe omo ton ayi ma no wate so anka onfa nso hɔ a utie anka onfa nye den enso hɔ a dia obeton wo hɔ no so 8 cedi no so onfa sika ma wa aban ne se oni sika ode be ma wo se aban papa aba wo ye bayifo o mpa de pa. Now finally video we a bit graphic men said am bonini na me person come the background for Friday because Friday na ye woto. But me pese tie na mo a mo pese mo be ma submission no matie dia ekoso papa we koku apai one asantefo ne akamfo anya edi atemu a enya atem didie ketwa na the reasons are ogina so edi didi akamfo atem no ena me pese information kakra magada me use na yede ekele bibi efri ho wa winning papa we bi aso handle bi no video we ya ekura me monfa and send na mame na I would love to have a one-on-one with him. Mon kan chen is a brand TV so person na ye debate one-on-one on me kan chen emwa NDC di aboa santeman na me so me meka emwa MPP di aboa santeman na ye compare na ye hu se ono pani toto no yo dwan anase na nado na ye dwan e your time. These are tribal bigots. Time with no reason. It's what they operate with. MPP
for this info because me sure say do one cry e ka get now
Muntie
ka get so what him for
woman be by and I all can say NDC for abedada wo mo adwadifo ama ne omonses form ono na etinija ho ono na etinidwom and unim de ehye ne fa and all complaining and this needs say only the right say obe complaining wo no anadwuma oye no ho inti yansuma mpanifo akwase ampafo bi te say abrante ya neti gondoin papa yi ogina we ontumi kura mie nani na wakasa watetia petete no complain in some okani na fact ba kokra ni Jimmy nko. Now I now understand why some Ashanti people like paint than interchange because of idiots like this who live in Ashanti region. Akwasi ampafo say ye do omo ho abefra sentiment and na sentiment gradually ye dan laughing stock because of the bonyono na ekasa. No person kokoye constituency chairman bi amana anye ntino ene MPP nye party papa. Osi oye adwuma ma MPP ye ba ye ne yama ne hwe ntino ene MPP nye papa nti obewra ne MPP down. Obi akoton na de e ma ho speech. Dia e ha no. Wakofa ne picture bi sia e bi di natem. Mama ye ntie.
Because me sure say do one cry e ka get now.
Okay, ono ten crying. Into opa chere se KJT afo a mo KJT a se bi um preduasa. Mo nsem fata. Se mo be complaining. Uti KJT a emnya brebi a na obo ni KJT a. Wa mo eten crying na ebo bra. Asante fo mo di amakoye. Asante fo yen to aba no. Mo de we enne ye ka kire mo se one year ton ade won kran ya ho won fa so chen mo KJT afo modern tuma bom yem ne na na do di menyono mo nkoto aba no de ende NDC fo amodem aba koma mo de ende omo ka kire mo abet mi chia mo de ekoso oso ono won ji ndi se oba we ohwe oba ne ho ne ne ama odi gina wona ofiri kumase ofiri KJT a enyen kran Mama baby eko. Asantini o. Oten crying or say or share your mamia or be complaining about the edwadifoɔ komu wo asante mantem no. Niama yento na omaniama mo kofesi wa yento no. Or complaining on kana nuntum. Because on sem fata. Edwadifoɔ ese so mutumi complaining ye edwadifoɔ one cry. Se wunnin cry na we edwadini na o business nko yi a wuntumi nkasa kawanutum. Akwasi ampafo we ne kosan light to abamajo mahama no. Papa penny onyin ye krobenya be 60 okonanim ni mpanim fie konanim wa mobra o wa mobra but politics into a bit na ho di adwadini ba wo no koba behwe ne mma se wo yedwan training no wakodi ne ho abijan e na anye yi ama na waba sebe Ghana na obeton ade enye hwe me kodi me ho abijan na ma ba na me se mi ndi me ho bio na me de me sika be ye me business ya eno nti se me kodi me ho ni nti na aban enhye me business ya na se papa we di minim ne handle anke be me de pa ami ankasa me sheda ko ni inbox me na kasa we hia no one on one muntie ne kwasi asem okeka hin
kegetia e wonu mu hie a ye dada mu si ebesia ma mu ema
ayare o cheno mo hia no ontumi mie na ni nkasa o ha no mu hie ya na dada se ya no oyo kegetia hye ye de na si ye me pacho kegetia hye ye na de na si ye mon kan kire yen. Yes. Oh, Ademuni na ma yi. KJT ahye. Enye nnede ye no, enye nnede ye na America. O se KJT ahye. Okay. Maybe. Okay. The amimi nimne say in 2003, 2023 March. 2023 March na eja ebeto KJT. Now I remember the intervention Ghana buying a year in help of this. Now, what they are not on China? Yeah, politicians echo ho both in cash, in other sources. That time nana yakoye your primaries nevi you know, and unti MPP for Honorable Kennedy or command the donation, but we command donation or more blocks or more cement near there or more something see or more stores in the back. That is what the government did. They are edema or mono. Okay. Yawaha and MPP for if you are bem when this for bam. Edum ejakoto ho me pa chomo kai dia muntaka de ko ho ode emo na ko ho nanso bodamfo papa dwan we ya begina ho se 2023 eja hye na aban anya hwe amaka GTF when you can actually Google and find out. Okay, can't quite say be na me and I don't wanna.
Yes, sir. MPP for this category and then once again get here.
Mumbisa ne se KJT MPP for sika be na omoje se omode kusi se KJT. Me pacho MPP for se mo be kaya sa time no parliament kra na enye adwuma. Enti papa kwasi ampani we ya wo gina wa kan kwasi asem because of time bi abehye ni mu no. Mumbisa ne se sika be na MPP for kwaje se omode be ye KJT market ya wo mu adi. Oni bi. But all kind of sad yet you be a tem keke de ato. Muntie no.
Blue gate, blue light. And then pampas one once yet a chile.
Where Jimmy, because blue gate and they are no can ya a was gate gate 4, gate 3 and gate 4 said them boy. I send there.
Was a moment Jimmy. Mumu na sabi mu ye MPP for na sabi mu ya account for no sabi mu ni kwache na mu se dey wura mama mamu and na masa before account for e mu ye mo toyin.
What it? Papa we there be oyare. I don't think I should even continue this video. Papa no na dwene nye adwuma. O se John Mahama memwo ni mo na ma santeman eyiye me pa cho ye the hospital say ma pomudin ja Mahama. Emu de no wie no Ashanti region. Papa, is he aware? Is this man aware? Now, or talking about road, I don't want to go through because I will get angry. A bit throw me off. I've been able to control my heart for some time, so let me take him off. But let me say this. Or talking about roads, yes, you was Santinemo. Or say Mahama na aba na ama Santifu enye nyonyam. Nyonyam ne say you could paint interchanges. Until you see interchange ne di unimu nyansa. The other enkola no ko school no mu ko sua drawing na omutumi be use o de omo draw ye na say nipa na nyehwe. The auto paint the ko painting hunu mo wa yi bi. Ono mo say Game why you MPP mu Jimmy. Apomuden na buying NDC at the capitation at the toll Asante region. But I know you're buying papa. I know you're buying papa. Let's do this and then wow, person or request. Now this is the time I will start picking people. To season. If I were AJ, but just if I were no me too.
All right, that's okay.
If I were no me too, I if I be no me too. If I were no me too. All right. Menemo will share this simple information in the Ashanti region in terms of roads. Then Yanko. So, how many kilometers of road did John Mahama 2013 to 2016 Otumi year Ashanti region? Akwan Dodo was saying kilometers saying, and John Mahama was able to do in the Ashanti region. Mama, you're reading it together. Based on reports comparing road construction in the Ashanti region, approximately 503.44 kilometers of road were constructed under the administration of former President John Mahama, which spans the period covering 2013 to 2016. Or 500 kilometers. 500 kilometers. Baby, I can welcome. You guys can request now. Right? Those who want to talk, you can request now. Okay? Any? All right. Comparison. The figure was cited in comparison to 1,515 kilometers reported have been constructed in the region by the subsequent administration 2017 to 2022. Okay. So now, so we end this near was antimemua. Ebana akwanya kilometers dodoa or yema asantimaini na asanti nye kumasin kwa asanti ni na media komeba. I'll pick you up. Asante ni na dia ye ma ye Asante region ni na 500. Now yanko ha. Yanhwe haso. How many roads are His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo it may construct here? May come my joy online in Ashanti region and here. About 2,079 kilometers of roads in the Ashanti region have been completed under the current administration. In Ashanti region, Abayibi Mao 500 kilometers of road. In the same Ashanti region, Abayibi Mao over 2,000 kilometers of road. Me patrol me no nke ye kasa nye politics and time ye ya. Anka why na abo Asante for. Home. Anyways, me this year. Some years so I'll bring him back on Friday. Friday so I'll bring him back on Friday for us to discuss this. But in the meantime, Mama Memfa Aif Kakra. Pacho woto 4 minutes. Maminti dia o kawai. Obe on mute hona ode
that's Mr. Felix.
Yes.
It's funny na Jack esi ekoma you're paying for me as a oracle for Nanado in the Baumia. When you say Inshallah 2028 Yambe and Ghanaians will go and reward Nanado Baumia and Nikofo for the good work that started for Ghana. But you see, I've been a Ghana say, see, I'm crying who need the day. I'm crying who any day. Him party. Say I pass up because I didn't help in the 18 minutes. I'm for you. You see, corner possession. That's a point today. Then because it is only intelligent people. I'm a Bravo Bowl. One of them at the PPA or NTP. Mahama, you know, I don't even know what is wrong with Ghanaians. Mahama and Buddha. So what they did now, who are and then who say Omunta, dear, who be 12. And someone will be the movie. One will be that. And the break. And I have to. Be a timid, I'm off from back up to school 5 minutes. Jump for school. I said, me feeding Golan. Now, be only baby. I have a year there than a buy. Say, me and Bamu. Would a moon train. A great amount for a damn phone to me. They have a problem. Now, the first phrase I overseen there. What to say? I don't see come and much so.
I said chrono no. Chrono no person obo.
Must have so and the much so.
I don't know why they do that. Come on the phone.
I'm grateful. And if I can do more about I can see it into a certain now. Thank you, teacher. Send up us and that day, and you will total. It can you go say no.
And then you will to Friday.
Mr. May, once I meet Jane from my lip basting telly. And it's our quad could so I'll block on the noon and needs a socopia. What's not that coming to some and the share? More than opposite Ambolin. What's not done? What and this is what Damusama? You should be the video on must be a road.
Aye.
And you will not the convoy of Master. It can be said, go be a put in the NPP, the uncle Oracle 40, Ashanti 40. It could be a NPP, ama, it can put that a movie NPP mother. I'm not there to say, I saw so almost say, who near the car or say, or the government here, I couldn't shoot.
No, correct.
It is that maybe that for say, I didn't have a clue. Yes, who near fear, I couldn't shoot. Who got to say, who got to say, who got to command say, I had none of the call. There's no hot time. Not the son of the same share. It's the last time. The for shoe.
Me da se pa to season afi na me hu afi na mate to na se Friday momra ne se you so o say go fi 4 minutes me anko
yo me da se bebre
yes me da se pa
eduma fa wo ya boa NPP for Mandiana said you wo kan no na wo facts and figures e wo ho now the BBA to come for get to come musa
mate
now there was a 1 year say NPP yo my Ghana ye chair no omra mayenta omra mayenta omra Bosomtwe district there was 10 school a between sima ye
okay
time abroset to assume no omumra no mehwe NPP ne siye
yo
omumra kontanse gas school kakaka esi o say yeboa omumra bekwai government hospital no omumehwe hospital NPP aban siye omumra sevia no omumehwe hospital NPP aban siye
okay
omumra trende no omumehwe hospital NPP aban siye omumra offense no omumehwe university NPP aban siye ye betini abuboso bebre edi ade na NDC betini akasa omdo omunse esi omobo se omba Ashanti region ombeja agbe wo Omuma affordable houses no omuma dan esisi o. Omampani kofo sha ase akufo adubaye obewie. Ade ni nipa yempe nokre. Ambulances e Ghana omuhwe. Ewo ho ana eni ho ewo.
Correct.
Ene mo ko fa pradia. Ene dia ba se yemfa nkoma nurses e be konkrase. NPP are binding machines by say district bia obi onfa nwine kwan. E kwan na pradia ne ko fa so enenye na be de wa fa so. Machine esi ho no.
Yeah.
Ada nwine kwan. Ada ndisi fo yen kontompo wo man Ghana mu a ye etimu yemhwe hu se ndisi fo yen kontompo fo ana. NPP fo misremu. Mama yen kandie NPP aban ye yen kire wo man Ghana. Ye nia dansie ade nya aso yare o enye ni yare ade no kwesi ho.
Esi ohun.
Uhunu. When you afraid e betimi do nsa so mamu nsa.
Ni hu dedi akoya.
Mesremu. Mama yen modewro niema pa NPP aban ba ye obeye ye. Yewura kufo beja free insurance wo Ghana maye. Obeja buses maye. Na kufo adu beja free senior high school free maye. Once the school fee being become NDC mekan di omo ye MINT. Mesremu. Mamu NDC fo ntun futuro mu ye ni. Na kujina ka kire mi say 31 million. Esa na 25 million dollars one. Ema mi a wo densi ye kura no ko ka sa asem we kire na obesori abo waso.
Yeah.
Uko to cash with 25 cedis. No abe ka kire mi say you turn 8 cedis na 8 cedis ne sombo.
I change 25 cedis. Atibida.
Now say any patron the bicycle ni Benz si o say yi ba kwa be fa.
E den na be fa.
Ade ni pampe no kre Ghana yempe no kre. The obeboa ye ni
Yempe, yes.
Yempe na da fo ni tu futu ade ye si yemfa nkontompo nkwagia mamu. Na wo TV a tumi ni kra me de me ka bi me pebia. Na ya me bra ko yi ka. Ka ni Toyota Vet. No, you 200 and something. Now, no, quite 500 and something million.
Oh, yes. Oh, your port, they say they are saying you. Port, they are saying, they say, oh, okay, be our person, or the copper, they forget to Chronicle to be Ghana house. They say, Cast Papa or Ghana. Oh, yeah. Mimi say, me plan, I don't know. Before the kid to be a yes, and come a day, before the kid to be self, a Ford Focus, so said they be. Bra. A unique just to even from a hackra konokrano is around 5,500 and sana meba Ghana no I say me more than $12,000. $12,000 car phones are me $12,000 for what? Intensi wa me see ensuo me wana se me ready se me de baby bibiwa I mean I me Sunday road na me de aye nkrofo delivery because em faso in Ghana, a 7 and I don't know a no ala no matter romantic. Yes, cars will come at Toyota VW near the war. Oh, yeah. This almost a shen will come at much shen will come at
NDC for N kind of French of my Ghana, Mabuna by yes, Ramo. Mama, you who saw mine. You were memu, any work a memu. You were your DB Bama, a so mining in also. And you were more baby so good.
All right.
NPP for Yen Kambu.
Okay.
Me and Candy NPP, Isaac. Need your mobile or mobiting us out to us.
I now a patch ya penny for no woman and I'm radio stations now. And an anado nomen ema ye lose ye, and an anado nomen ema ye lose ye, and it's almost umunyai can. Now onipano odi ono ne record na air for election. It is also a draka so nipa na it say no call election na dia na adeko. Nyansa na yemu binu ma ya na omo nse de nintia. O de chale for anu sima me. Kofi.
ye ni yemfa wana boa yemfa Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia
Sa pepe. Emra.
Because papa no ye obrasefo. Pekasa.
Enya ni papa say.
Yo wo ni tirimu asa o man ni betumpo. No man ni bekoni ni. Adwini ni nimdi nyame di atom.
Yeah.
Yen ton ni nkyere o man Ghana. No man Ghana ni wiase nyina so nyine ntum.
Yeah.
Na 2028 inshallah. Say Nyankopon ti ase. Obeba be yo mampani.
But as daddy, Yanko 4 minutes.
Marcos ba ya mpese mitie na asa.
Okay, and mama. Aye.
Meba kwesi mi busa me be mama amadi na wo hu. Mi wia eja Marcos kase wia na me wo so na eja afa.
Okay.
Kwesi wini not a free Japan ba no nko ba ko na na ni Africa kra. Na ye ko girls o Black Caesar akoyi rapia enye e man ntwema no. After one was starting saying a Japadi or they promise girls. And when you're back, one the black girl. Now, when more than call them now, or starting gave me, Mamma, when you also make up back on, sir, a jetano, made the Bemau, may you say now, we get the Yaman. Now, when we be
Yanko.
Oh, yeah, and again, I can't so what can say what do jet and the Bemau? Because you didn't dear okay.
Was it?
Or you were for talk. Mama, the nickname say you're President Folk Talk. Because he wanted to get the presidency or power by Nintino. As a sort of promise, Biara. Me say, a castle of Becca and Colani said me discover my pocket money. He is actually a folk talk president.
Or a folk talk. Obutu so ana or promise. Obutu so ana or promise. I feel saying who we are.
They were white enough to record him.
Yeah.
It's one to me because of folk talk.
You have to fulfill it.
He is a folk talk president. And some I've loved your submission today. Don't follow the tweets. With evidence. Nipa war passion or was or see when you're 2 billion on fire day.
Education.
What I was saying, Mamma Musika, some more fire winner in any case, you know. Who say school, no, the population is over 2,000. Yeah. I won't mean call Makola Domes or Cotonia man because and some would wholesale.
Wholesale, yes. Bulk.
I am wholesaling and only a discount.
Sir.
Because you one of Tamasco and now can once a month. Or no, finally, Ganasco will cost you.
Oh, Ganasco on. Not for the end.
Ghana secondary school will coach you Longina. 6-4 and will depend. What's up? And what can say there be not make a choice? Be officially or former
MP no. Be officially. Abba Husseini. Aye.
That be one with just a small young babe. I make a former vice president. Mate.
Oh, okay.
Some more secretary. Some more qualifier. Or secretary Johnny wa qualify Adaya or Malbina or two. And Quasia some one and no more school more. And man some Quasia some just say. Now, Mama, dear, Mr. Kwasi, I've told you and I'll continue telling you this man can never do anything good. In any case, a young man pity the ministers, you know, someone like Haruna,
okay.
They are a bunch of folk talks on Kwan. They preach vice and practice versa. Woman, you know, tell me answer you.
I can't you know, no, Sakasu, dear, a Juma, Omoyan Nuntino, Bono, Juma Moyan Nuntino, or no, by a Greek minister, Beboa, and ne, ye talk as you HCD. as opposed to 25 cedi or say yeah.
NDC is a fucked-up, what they call it, party led by a fucked-up
president. Simple.
So Obeka Bibia Mamoya, Nani Watsem, that shows away on for who someone who can set here, go for 1 year, yes, what they family
and friends.
A Japadia. Who would they Bushabu?
Aye.
Would they wire me?
One year for
this man is always polishing his stupidness. The crown was some I say a gadget yakro for. What's what pick I don't know where this man is taking all this wealth to. Because some planes are more to do it. You can't even run it. And just see, birds of the same feather. And you brother, also there you will speak how much obey them, obey airport.
Aye.
Obey you on my point.
Private airport.
Oh, you idiot.
And that
one contesting. And come on. They are like pigs. They go back to their families. And somewhere they go picking. But see, and the man politics are the now to those people, some papa they are now put there. You say, "Oh, you condemn me and people." And me say, Kennedy Japan don't second in any. With or without him, MPP will still come to go. What should you Portland say Alakash?
Yeah, be.
Kennedy Japan is never popular than Alakash.
Yeah, be. Alan was very popular.
Me say upon that, when you are saying 1% per
when
relax. Let's one back on Mukona. Oh, for me, more Yadiama Wajeko. A disgruntled element. Oh, Yamina, Yawadona, a concert, Jimmy, I don't pay any part. And Yakai, and Yansafa, then I just go between the base.
Good answer. All right. Martin. All right, real Max, 4 minutes. Me uncle.
Yes, that was. Abibi. I'm sure we're not sure why I never do my power. Now, Mama Lucy and the Bush of go graphic front page. Some politics is there soon because the Ninguasia Akapapano. It was an amount for Bisasa and a dear Naka or Sam Badio. Who's a month for Bisasa 2020? Nidia Naka Jubilee's own Kanya Famreno. Son of Gokazana for Tabisa. Yes. I be with the Anaka or I don't know what's Sano. Sometimes no one winning answer or Lucy or the man. It is a dear. Wakushi answer, my family is here. And maybe a bit this way, dear. I'm going to test majority there. Born of a woman. Then when we feel what it is a first year, second year money. Before, sir, 4 years, best one, you better more, you better buy a bear to say a dear. No one do Benyavi, what you want your cry when you do Benyavi. What is our aviation also? One from my time.
Okay, Omundini na Magdan abe private lounge or kama no. Oma be Jeffrey himself.
Oma Jeffrey himself. Oh now, Abia say it's about time. Asante region say communication Omada. Because I am in Mama so Timi trauma MPP for and this is for I put to go Asante for he say I create impression this MPP kwa nya chi ma Asante for yi. Abi you mean just you. It's not about time, sir. Every week, communication, every constituency, senior regional number, every constituency press conference, actually, the constituency, your footprint of constituency, and the acceptable move on. And the actual media for. When it's a good constituency, God, on your region, don't take it up that responsibility. Now, every week, the press conference back home, and find trap to a year as anti for the and I was anti them. Just supposed to the end is why I'm not go down there for. What are the parties on as well? Since I better because NDC here, the whole world don't come to the propaganda crabba, you know. Almost sound NDC for about the Suicide propaganda. Yes. Abia, NDC for the team here propaganda. Eddie, whatever means. A team here, Professor Moss, I call heaven. I go 2 years to Christo. I got Yakupon Sanifa. That is easy for you. Omo timi yama Professor Mes Kotre Nyankopon and Sanifa. But Jimmy, I say, Adimoniba, Gratimana, Adimoniba, Gratima.
Otongo.
Wouldn't so Nyansa one who say, have you on Sassi Arenio, Meba? And you know, the only Nyansa one who say, I probably got to Yakupon, Yakupon Sanifano, none of Gogos Association. Meanwhile, I have your Sassi Arenio. Oh, that is something I don't make it normal. I just unconform with you. Mr. Propaganda, Mr. Can't draw with the propaganda mind. Almost about this about this year. And communication, dear. I be Mr. And this is MPP, Sakaya last Peswa Kra. I was saying your cotton, dear, university in our your communication. Because you say your problem because almost so you can tell who cried one more piece of the view. I can tell I am. I don't get it. That's your problem, no. You want to Busama. Just answer your Timmy more with the wood. And if you're a Jago, you're thinking Jago, you're Timmy more with the Timmy talk. Now, I'll be also can tell you. I'll be behind you. I don't want to say, yeah, I can't tell you, man. Hey, you why should that be the case? And you're getting breaking and performing your delegates. Delegates, when we are party officers, they should go down there and work. And you say, but no party officer, they go from we are delegates. Number my scan, I'm going to have a mind. I am misplaced priorities.
All right.
Oh, I just uncle for I'm from a Lucy way. Some uncle for them, so I come over and so we did. I will be the base.
Aye.
Oh, I'm going to go with it and we free. Me say, almost check the continue.
Pacho,
say, yes, for me, I can't say, yeah. Almost check the continue. Papa, when you can't do what for sale for Omu trek you omu chini di omu trek you mango to abase ye party for yesika as if there's no tomorrow. Some crofona no for we yesika where are they? I don't know. Your web by don't can get this omu. Now you be idea when the family. You say I no say another Busian Champa family tree me boy. Mama they say family plantation. Family plantation or the buy. When you say woman free north for 4 hours, don't mind say your friends say in the family friends in quite 48.
Yo.
I don't know who I know. I could find the one year we and one your friends say Gabby Grant account. And one has nothing but here to your friends say over there.
Aye.
Me see when the crop for Savannah they go down the 48. I don't know who or more government.
All right.
Now as for your friends say by your friends say again this year your friends say
yeah.
What was your friends say
I am Mutari. I am Mutari.
And say na konta neba almost so uncountable. And so we are not talking about these things. And you can't want to. I don't get it.
Mate. Obi Nkabi. Ordinary one yanko 4 minutes.
Mamma can't get to agree in a
quick why?
This is for active woman go for a good platform, so I will program. This good program. Pass or Mama won't cancel my work at Timmy before Yamma program, so I'm more broken or Mama.
Okay, that's it. Let's make that a paragraph. All right, I don't know, Yanko.
For me, be a same or you be a junior program issue anyway.
Yeah, that also.
My fact free, baby, me, and for Mr. Joe, you can say to me, free woman. Felix.
Yes, sir.
MPP Ekuru, a land commissioner.
There be me name is idea.
Now, two, you are Utibushu. I say, you are Dr. Mahmoud Baumi, and I am trouble.
Aye.
Now, and you know what MPP, MPP, you should go and 1 7 number. any you Dr. Laji Mahmoud Bomia. The Tiama Mishao said, MPP Kuna Dahono, a political party, and a political power. MPP Lands Commission.
Thank you.
You can't say some MPP headquarters. So you can't say some main say someone can go on. Can you answer it one? Miss MPP Kuna Dahon, any Lands Commission, any of the things as some. You will to Bonsu. So what time you are Dr. Laji Mahmoud Bomia, what time? A hotel. I say we Macanta, Miss Otana, Otana. Issue that would need Yamami Samira, and in the bush anthem, and you between who any Yamami Samira in the bush for, and yet Dr. Mahmoud Bomia, and the MPP. You are Dr. Laji Mahmoud Bomia, or you will feel or you take it for me. We say you are Dr. Laji Mahmoud Bomia, if you want more power here. You will feel how you said me, any friendly or a choke of you will be fear when you bush any.
Debbie,
you can't say, we shall some young friend when you bush any. It's a what time you are Dr. Laji Mahmoud Bomia, any MPP now what sets and radio TV to say MPP in Swan, I won't say no that this is a hotel woman. A hotel woman. Ujinato, so would they got to cool against MPP. Who could be both to swap what I'm so. No, you're popular. Say, no, would you call it in? I don't know. So, Kona also would the base. I don't know who the also would be. I don't know who the enemy. So, anyway, I don't know. I don't know. So, I'm working at the house on the beginning. Also, the enemy. So, I was what's now the Tikuno. Also, the enemy. And I'm the who suffer. Or let us say, oh, change the base, your teacher. Also, the enemy. Concerning the company, also the enemy. It was a corner one, so that's your brother. So the enemy. This time around, no, they cut it. We what platforms will be also your MPP. They said, Dr. Laji Mahmoud Bomia, come 2028, no man born of a woman can change it.
Amen.
You see, no man born of a woman can change it.
Amen.
We Dr. Laji Mahmoud Bomia, opinion 2028. We see one is our own Sabbath for Dr. Laji Mahmoud Bomia into 2028. No, I give it to it. I won't say.
Okay.
What they say, mark my words. We see what they want to say because of that. You know, it is sealed. No one can change it.
All right.
What was so young, don't Sabbath. We see, I give it to it. I won't say. Because and Toronto, I don't so. What can some of Papa not so? And I'm all consent, you know. I want you to know. When you say some more can. Yeah, but be so one, my yes, you are not. Can you be one? Now, bring me out first, my member.
Now we for one see mammy why not next person in there. Okay. About Palin saying.
A teacher will be with him, yes, will be people teachers. You woman panic for by not a baby, or much sad yet. You can see a woman could tell you more. It's been for problem, no woman panic for the problem. It's not and what I'm cook here. No more teacher for most of my day, no coach, no coach, Sahan will get your man in a diploma. Williams, baby, one diploma here. Yes, someone won't come with him. No one could get and all the top up. It's a net set of 40 million could take degrees. If you don't get masters, you can someone want to be now. I make a show name. For someone to money MPP, I might someone to money. MPP, Mr. Tia, before a good one, number 1,185. A good
will shoot you and 3,000, 4,000 Ghana.
Yo.
We are teaching now what talk. That's a net down one for Unyale. That's what I can tell you. Say, you don't know money, Mama. Papa, I was here. I was so bad. And automatic was you, I push you. Or buy a question. You know, a good for the free tickets for the see the free tickets go on back or not to interest. And then go to your mom. Don't fuck up. Woman is not so good to the true crack. Well, what's not to the door? Story my brother, whatever can you do? Or what was saying. Or teaching you was 3 months, you know what's one will be a walk. Anybody shot me if I only. What sound was I said we had to. I got 12 you at the money, Mamma. And then you don't mind any accident. And money for you, 20 years. Some of them said to a man, more so a man who fools coming left and right. Because I don't know what my papa is kind of work. No fools coming now.
But that's it. All right. Semakus. But that's the plan. Semakus about to fire call.
Felix, Imbri, Mamona, Jew, Jama, Henoa. Felix, tell the movie count.
Yama. Okay.
Yeah. Tetsia Ghana for MPP for NDC financial for. Na mankasa sumere for menti. But Felix, I made this is here. My chat tomorrow today. Every Friday, mankasa maya press conference to alert Ghanaians what is happening. Because in summer, Orisi Ghana, so yes, a serious party. DPI, Yebenian summer karma. But fellas, to tell you that I am prepared, I have prepared almost about 7 papers.
Okay.
Now, I will just quickly go through before I. Clerical hypocrisy, a danger to Christian faith in Ghana.
Mm-hmm.
That is one. Broken trust, broken promises, and a collective duty to protect the soul of our democracy. It is ready. I have here sole sourcing, public loss, and the shrinking trust of our nation. Mm-hmm. I have another one on the weaknesses of the new post-BC school placement system and the cost of arbitrary arrest to the state of Ghana. I have also prepared when justice is feared, democracy bleeds. And then my latest one, I have to spend nights writing when a tricycle becomes the last hope of a nation. In fact, I'm telling you all of these things to tell you that MPP any problem or a leadership. Our major problem is leadership. But Felix, in some of our Ghana said MPP but I don't know why you're the name. Anka yenya aswa. Na yeda te asembia wa Ghana. I'm telling you by now, Ghanaians will be on the street.
Yep.
I don't know what has happened. You do me
Yep.
But Felix,
You too.
3 SHS.
Yes, sir.
This is 2016. Students in all second cycle institutions in the northern region were sent home to pave way for the BEC and were asked not to return until their feeding grants are paid by the government.
Yep.
Some of the heads, on condition of anonymity, told City News that government's failure to reimburse the outstanding feeding grants for 3 terms. This is under John Mahama, Northern Region Secondary School. When 3 terms, they had to sit back home. The same person will be in a platform. Okay, check Ghana for the. It's a banana do all Ghana. Asante region could schools all more than 400 secondary schools. Central region schools or an opa if you are Obia na boko school or Ghana. When you them from me, every week you have to call parents to send them money. When you are do, what party people waka now it is Ghanaians against NDC, not NPP. Osande, you knew a general na power what's here the matter. You imagine na power or NPP. Our leadership, our day the matter. Obiara position or local. A Jumana, what does a woman say? On China, na insecure young. Now, of what relevance is your position when your party is in opposition?
You are joking.
Your leadership, what the party is made of.
Yeah. Yeah.
Morrison, why are you? Why are you? As we speak, cocoa farmers, the president has not paid them.
No.
He has not paid them.
No.
Teachers, the president has not paid them.
No.
But this same president, Onya, Nije, on an Afghan, Oridi Akushi, or catch the saying, Tassamasa, Yemibisa.
Yeah.
No cocoa farmer, Yentas, Yemibisa. Yentas, Yemibisa. I said, this in a war position, not the Massimia banker, or Tassi, or Chim, what Tassi.
Yo.
You're not saying you know day.
Yes, sir.
MPP needs salvation. Now, you're what you're too. Our party is in comatose stage. Party has suffered, and the party has not resurrected because Morocco, you know, Morocco. Yeah, Mama Cabinja. Canada Japan issue now the base I feel. Energy. Let me tell you what the man is doing. He's preparing the minds of the people. Canadian Japan, he will hurt the party.
Yep.
At the point we don't expect.
Yeah, Toma pushy doctor. Toma pushy doctor, man.
I preparing grounds. Yeah, about 2027, then he will go and join the base.
Yep.
To hurt us because decision of what the party they take, you know, you need to take that decision. No, no fee decision, no, the effect will be minimal. Or last minute 11. What did the party know? Because the party has refused to take a political decision on him, and he will also play this ostrich game with them. Now, if I catch the on party to review, no better one. About the beam the here. Abandon people we need leadership that can deal with this issue for us.
It's very, very troubling how we did all the beg I begging penny for say mama papa in Kennedy will be coming a me win then a seminar me bow. Oma for swa my fedia me to say Baumia has also fallen for it, and he's going to Kennedy, Japan to talk to Kennedy, Japan, say the party should be brought together for unity. When you gave him that opportunity, you try to share you try to share the highlight You tried to share the highlights with this guy. You tried to share the highlights with this guy when you got the glory. And he still came on your tour bus to cause more confusion on your tour bus. Then you sit down and you allow some crofo we are bim we are bibri, we are building a carrier keke. Any do mube dino, oh, Conan and Kokasa, oh, Kennedy is a senior brother, oh, Kennedy is this. Yeni na yawa, na me 2027. The Kennedy and Crawford started so mokutia party now. Make sure be a baby nasa or baba attack you. Make Danny and in the dear make demo MPP for Temuano. A best saying, Pato,
so what do you know?
Unyao fire. Unyao.
In politics, the reason why you turn against them, know what you are, you'll be dismissed because Obia we mean it over say they don't turn away from that agenda. And on second chance, they will hurt you the more. Now, Dr. Baumia made him out and say, I'm from a intuitive. Sananta Sanon Kofana, what you know, you want dear, it's up to him. Near the Bessia.
Be our cultural in his mind. In his mind, you don't exist. Who can walk up?
Yes, sir.
The patron next person is Bob G, call for me. Yeah, Bob G, call. That's an mean too. No, because that time in India, time news as a Marcus, no, yeah, sometimes not the by we are a little bit.
First of all, we check a team for routine. I'm not a friend, Felix appear. Wow, on the say, on your break out to the tree. You may dinner all your name, you may also in
No man chance.
I'm on FME. Now, on natural breastfeeding. What behavior?
True.
On FME. Now, on natural breastfeeding. Behavior on your person that
okay.
On it then. Oh, there. In some people who work on show you nano.
You can.
Oh, yeah, some young farmer upon the cocoa farmers one day.
I gave you my tablet and you were still crying. Okay, if you don't want it, then stop it.